Oi, oi. Oi, oi. Oi, oi. Oi, 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 oi. What the fuck is up? What the fuck is up? What's up, Yorkie? What the fuck is going on? How's your days? I have decaffeinated Earl Grey tea, hibiscus lemonade. After someone yesterday said sour hibiscus flavor would make good lemonade. Took him up on it. Actually, technically, it's not even lemonade. There's literally no lemon in it. It's hibiscusade. And I went on Twitter. And I've been hearing the tea about Larian using AI. I feel like someone mentioned it a couple days ago. And now I saw the article on Twitter. Oh, what is in my eye? And is it popping right now? Is it popping right now? Because yeah, the thing that prompted me to look at this, where was I? I think it was somebody that quote tweeted it. Hi Bree, good to see you. How you doing? Effie, also, can we talk about, I'm not the biggest fan of the streamer awards for many a reason. I have opinions. They're not all that solid. Regardless of that, I just love puzzles won the Hidden Gem Award. And I love that. She's a lady that literally, we've rated her once. You want to go outside? Okay. Here you go. She does puzzles, and her son convinced her to start a Twitch channel and just do what she loved, which was playing puzzles, so she's great. But anyways, the thing that got me to click on this article on Twitter was that I think somebody quote tweeted it and said that Expedition 33 also, I think it the Game Awards Larian Divinity game reignited the Expedition 33 conversation about how they used AI, which sounds familiar. Like, I feel like we've talked about this before, but also I wasn't sure if somebody was like clickbaiting me, so I just like didn't take it that seriously. Watching it was painful. Yeah, I saw a lot of the videos when streamer awards were happening, and yo, Effie, continuing your sub from Prime to a tier 1, huge. But as Clear Obscure Expedition 33's AI use resurfaces amid backlash against Larian, Divinity lead says, "We have a good QA." I don't think they mean question and answer. Good QA in leads to fans questioning if the RPG will accidentally ship with AI assets. Michael Dowse says, quote, "It's the same as when photo bashing makes it in." Not too sure what that means. Larian Studio CEO Sven Vinke recently ignited an explosion of online drama after admitting that the Divinity maker had begun using AI in production, even if he was adamant that the final game wouldn't launch with any content actually made by AI. Now the studio's publishing lead has responded to fans worried about Divinity accidentally releasing with AI-generated bits, as was the case with Clair Obscure Expedition 33. For context, 33's producer, Francois Meurice, revealed that the team did, in fact, quote, "use some AI, but not much," while making the game of the year, per an El Pay interview that's been making the rounds on social media as of late. 3 months, baby! 3 whole fucking months. Quality assurance department and lead developers QA, quality assurance. We have good quality assurance. Okay, I see what you're saying. Thank you. The fact that Claire obscure shipped with what seemed to be AI generated art, which was quickly scrubbed via a patch, also resurfaced, even though the game director Guillaume Broche insisted that his team rejected the tech in creative context. That all led to Divinity's publishing director, Michael Dowse, being asked how the Baldur's Gate 3 developer would avoid the same fate if it were employing AI in the early phases of development. My tattoo artist said I booked him for a day. Tomorrow messaged me. I hope you're tough. Ooh. 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 What are you getting tomorrow? I also, I have my first, Moon! Yo, thank you for the 4 months. Hey. Just a little bit. Good to see you. How you doing? What's up, Kaiju? Trailer for that game disturbed the hell out of me. I did not enjoy it. That was a good-ass trailer. There was a lot going on, and I was like, I think they're throwing a lot at us so that they can, to a degree, like, flesh out some new IP, maybe? You know what I mean? Whoa, Golden Kappa train incoming? Contribute to earn this exclusive emote for 24 hours. Do you get the emote for 24 hours and then you don't get the emote again after that? That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, Twitch. That's kind of weird. What a great song. But yeah. Despite the initial pushback, Larian is making Divinity with the help of AI, but you won't see it in game. Everything is human actors. We're writing everything ourselves. Yo, Carmen, thank you for the 100 bits. It only lasts for 12 to get people to do more Golden Kappa trains.
Train started.
I think you get it too. Wait. Like, you only get, like, Golden Kappa trains just happen at random times, and then you perma get the emote? Because the way that I read that was, like, you get the emote for 24 hours, and then you lose access to the emote. It's no perk to me. That's what I'm like, why does that matter? What? That's so weird, though. I'm like, it should be like for 10 minutes, there's a bunch of Golden Kappa trains, and then a bunch of people get the Golden Kappa emote permanently. Because I'm like, yeah, that's not a flex. But hey, if you wanted to give subs for the Golden Kappa, but hey, everything for the gift sub. Yo, Yorgi. Let's go. Yorgi with a sub. Huge flower above my knee and a huge one below. And then a spider in a spider web going between over my knee. Ooh, that's cute. Damn, that's gonna fucking hurt. I had my first consult today with someone who wants a tattoo tomorrow. A friend of a friend, and it's not that hard. It's gonna be like middle on her back between her shoulder blades, and it's really easy. It's like a butterfly with some swirls and cute shit, but I'm just gonna draw it out tomorrow. But that's the first time I've like had someone be like, can I come by and talk to you about a tattoo? And I'm like, sure, I guess I'm doing a consult. And then we draw it up and I take notes and I'm like, cool, come back tomorrow at like 5 and we'll do it. So that was really cool. First tattoo consult. So, and now I'm charging for tattoos. Very cheap, but I'm charging for tattoos. My mentor was like, you got to start charging at some point. He was like, you've done 10 tattoos. You've done 10 tattoos. At some point you have to start. And I was like, I don't know, but I'm still so early on. And he was like, if you don't start now, you're going to get too used to not charging. And then when you need to be charging, you're going to feel bad. So I was like, you're right. It does feel weird now at this point when I know I have a feel for the way that like the machines work to just do them for free. Like it feels weird now where I'm like, I could give you a decent tattoo. 10 for free? Yeah, it was like, I mean, I'm counting the ones that I did on myself. I did like 5 runes. And he was like, count them all as separate tattoos. And I was like, that feels cheap. And he was like, just do it. So I was like, okay. So 5 runes on myself and a star on myself. Oh, maybe I'm missing a couple. I did a Silent Hill PS Vita. I did a paperclip clippy on my friend. I did 2 coffee stains on my roommates. No, that's it. 10 tattoos. 10 tattoos. 10 tattoos. Got photos? You know, I probably should. You know what? And the thing is I haven't really posted about it, a lot about it on Instagram yet. I posted and put like a highlight on my profile about how I'm going about starting an apprenticeship and like some designs and like things that I'm like, if you want these, let me know. But then a lot of like the past tattoos I've been doing are just like I show my roommate some drawings. She was like, oh my God, I love that one. Can I have it? And I was like, sure. So I'm enjoying the word of mouth. Starlet, how are you? Also, Moon, was it you that you said you lost your 21 stream streak? Yeah, I wouldn't recover either. R.I.P. R.I.P. Hey, 1 minute and 8 seconds left in the 80% level 1 golden kappa train. Hey. They're neat ones that I don't have too. It's so, yeah, okay, yeah. It's not gonna hurt at all. It's not gonna hurt at all. It's not gonna, there's gonna be no pain ever at any point ever at all, I think, is what I meant to say. Yeah. I thought this would be the first Burning Man event. I forgot what we were talking about, to be honest. Yeah, you should, if not for anything else, have a folder just for your tattoos to your growth. Yeah. I know that soon I wanted to make a post and put like all the tattoos that I've done on myself and other people and be like, first batch, official post. I love a batch post. I hate like posting just one thing at a time. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe we should go back to just using Instagram as it was purely intended to be. One post. One post. That's actually not a bad idea. Take it back to the OG IG. But I convinced my mentor to have, I need to go find a book that we can do this in, but like to have a log for the studio where it's like we write like the bits of the day because we're always saying dumb shit, and then like any fun notes, and then like what we tattooed, and then like stapling our stencils in. And he was like, I love that idea. I was like, yeah, I'm a genius. So I go to the dollar store tomorrow. Dollar store. This is my first tattoo since becoming chronically ill, so I'm scared, but I also do something sex on my body, but can't afford 30K to cut off my tits. Real. Customize that motherfucking body. Multiple images posted to get people to swipe through or lose your traction. It's so dumb. Wait, you gotta do multiple images / posts to get people to... Yeah. Never pay medical debt? I second that. Yeah, there's strategies for show. I don't know if I should... Can't decide if I should post them all on one, maybe, or post like a couple and then a couple more. Maybe I should make it into 2 posts. That might be fun, because then I can also include like a bunch of drawings I've done. That's a better idea. Thanks for making me think, Karma. Okay, I want to read this though. Despite the... Wait, we already read that beginning. Speaking of Bloomberg, Vinke, I don't know if that's how you say his name, spoke about his wish to get Divinity out quicker than the 6 years it took Baldur's Gate 3 to release. He stresses the importance of creatives, saying the creative process itself actually is something you cannot accelerate, and adding that Divinity will not include generative AI content at release. Everything is human actors. We're writing everything ourselves. I feel like you can't just say that after saying that it won't be included at release and then say, but we're writing everything ourselves. That sounds like you're literally saying specific words to get around saying something that you know is going to piss people off. So you're just trying to gray line, like loophole lie. Studio's been using AI tools to create placeholder text, develop concept art, which is like jobs people would have. And that's the problem with why people don't want generative AI to be used, is because it's taking away a lot of jobs and a lot of art jobs and entry-level art jobs. And creating concept art is such... I mean, I've never worked at a studio, but that's the exact kind of job that I would think is a entry-level job. that you do at a gaming studio. Getting someone on a storyboard, getting someone on concept art is like what you do before. Well, no, that's kind of people have their whole jobs for that. But also, that's my point. And for other tasks during development, while the use of Gen AI has had some pushback at the studio, Vinke notes that, quote, I think at this point, everyone at the company is more or less okay with it, the way we're using it. Probably because you fucking pushed it on them, Vinke. Probably because you're the one that owns the thing. And so when you keep saying, hey, people that are being paid by this company, I want to do this thing. And I really think we should do this thing. And they go, hey, I need to pay my bills. And I don't agree with this, and you keep pushing it, that eventually at some point they go, I'm more or less okay with it. Hey, makes sense, Vinke. Of course, with a game as big as Divinity, this also means the team will have to be on the lookout if it wants to make sure it ships with no generative AI content. What if we just, like, didn't use generative AI in the production of it? I know, wild fucking concept. Yeah, intern, too. Bare bones of the creation process. Yeah. But also, that's a lot of the shit that people go back after a game is made and look at, like, the brilliance of the concept art and the beauty, like, that kind of shit. Oh, hands down, they're using AI. They're using AI. It reeks of AI. There's fingerprints of AI everywhere. Nobody's gonna sound like, hey, the surgeries aren't needed. That aren't needed are stupid expensive. We system here to our advantage, yeah. Post them individually, kind of flood your page. That's the point, is to gain views. No, correction, no. My point is to never gain views and likes and traction. My point is to have a good fucking time. And to figure out how to never sacrifice my fun and good time. And remain true. That is the point. That should be everyone's point. Something low paid intern can manage? Literally. Or a not paid intern that's getting, yeah. Or at least, you know, get an intern and at least don't pay your intern. Stop using generative AI and just don't pay your interns. Can we go back to the good old days? Where's my golden kappa? I don't know. Did we complete it? 80% level 1 contributed a total of 3 gift subs and 100 bits. Did you guys get it? Did anyone get it? I don't have a golden kappa. Kappa? I don't have a golden kappa. They literally lied to us. Do we have to get up to level 60 million? My sister trying to post something. I don't know if it's really to work or hobby thing, not sharing because of privacy, and the drawings seem normal with the monsters fantasy characters at AI cartoon style. Oof. Plus, that's where the flavor fucking comes in. You make concept art to develop the concepts, the textures, the vibe, the undertones, the themes. It's like the artist that makes the concept art, to some degree, there's just naturally going to be a flow when you jump from that concept art to more solid art with the look of the overall game. So if your concept art is developed by generative AI, the whole game feels like it's going to, by proxy, look more like slop than a beautiful piece of art, which is what people want more and more of from the gaming industry right now. And then you tell us you're going to release a giant game using tons of generative AI in the most basic, bare bones parts of game creation. So yeah, now I really don't want to play this game. Crazy how the impact of your actions is important. Crazy how we want original passion projects and using generative AI is the complete fucking opposite. Crazy how we're screaming at this point and no one is listening. We're screaming. We're sore. Our brains and minds are sore. But to say I think at this point everyone at the company is more or less okay with the way we're using it is so shady. Is so shady. Literally better off just looking at Pinterest. At least those are actual artists if you turn off the AI settings. I have the AI settings turned off and I feel like sometimes I still get AI because I'll look at something and I'm like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Notably, Baldur's Gate 3 leads, Jennifer English and Neil Newbin, have both been outspoken about the use of AI-generated content for the creative projects of development, with English saying, "I get it that AI is a tool, I get it, but not to replace creativity." While Newbin notes the fact that AI voices sound crap and argues it would be just as cheap to actually pay actors for small roles, like Larian did for one Jennifer English back in Divinity Original Sin 2. Excellent. The AI-generated textures and clips here were indeed placeholders and were replaced with custom assets. The other AI-generated posters that were present in the starting area, don't have a screenshot of it now, was also removed. Okay. Okay, so the newspapers were generative. Oh, yeah, totally. I haven't seen these yet. The low-cost creative revolution, how technology is making art accessible to everyone. Low-budget films like Flow and The Brutalist and video games like Clair Obscur are competing with major productions thanks to accessible tools like AI and free software. Fuck off. What the fuck is LPI? Okay, blah 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 blah. Clair Obscur's latest and most striking example of a growing trend, how technology is drastically reducing the cost of projects that not long ago would have required astronomical budgets. Open source software to AI to widely accessible engines, tech is rewriting the rules across industries, film, and blah 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 blah. Better. More important than AI is the change in how animation companies operate. Companies are... Huh. Okay, here we go. We use some AI, but not much. Francois Meurice, producer of Clair Obscur, tells El Pai via video conference. The key is that we were very clear about what we wanted to do and what to invest in. And of course, technology has allowed us to do things that were unthinkable a short time ago, explained Meurice. Unreal Engine 5 tools and assets have been very important in improving the graphics, gameplay, and cinematics. When he mentions assets, he's referring to pre-built 3D elements, like a tree, a house, or a path, that can be used to build scenes, significantly reducing production costs. In the world of video games, it's not unusual for a masterpiece to emerge from a small team, or even a single mind. Undertale by Toby Fox, 2015, Stardew Valley, Return to the Obra Dinn, Lucas Pope. Critically acclaimed titles can be attributed to the vision and labor of a lone creator. But those were indie projects, visually modest, usually made with pixel art or simply 2D designs. Clair Obscur is something different, blah, 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 blah. Development team is 30 people, wasn't easy. Technology now means that if you're clear about what you want to do, you can do it with minimal resources. Very rigid infrastructures stifle creativity. They're understandable given the high cost. Okay, well, this doesn't really... He concludes with technology, when technology advances and becomes more accessible to users in any sector, it's always enabling us to do more with less. The first thought that comes to mind with that article is that, like, morally okay or not, my first thought was it's so much different for the team of Larian, a big production, to be like, we're cutting costs, and it's very different for an indie studio that's like, we have limited money and we're trying to make this big game and we're trying to use things wisely. I feel like there's a big, like, you know, somewhat of a difference, if you guys catch my meaning. Maddie, hi! I don't say any of that to, like, excuse who or what's using generative AI. I just say that as, like, a point, if you know what I mean. Because when there's, like, yeah, like, what was the other article where it was like, you're literally, or somebody said it in chat, where it was like, you're literally Larian. Like, the least you could do is just hire an intern and not pay them. Go back to the OG. Like, get someone's sauce and flavor in there in the concept art. Yo, my last taco, please, please, please. Oh, taco sounds so good. Oh my God, I didn't even tell you guys. Last week I had the most life-changing tacos. Oh, I went and got Suadero tacos before coming home. This was like pre-stream last week too. Big fan. 3 things, Rig. Oh my God. Love you. But yeah, got pre-stream tacos, came home, opened the box, and I was like, damn, these look kind of like oily and greasy, but I was like, it's either going to be really bad or it's going to change my life. It did factually change my life. It has been so long since I had like a ratatouille vision in my head going off as I ate food. And I took, first of all, they package everything separate. And so it's like 4 tacos laid down, bunch of meat piled. Then there's the 2 sections in the takeout container where the like, so things don't touch. There's a thing of deliciously cooked rice flavored to balls and back. And then the other section is where they put like all the cilantro and onions in your sauce. Delicious. It's like rojo verde, you know, or rojo salsa. So I assemble said taco and I put some of onion and cilantro on top, and then I drizzle some rojo salsa on, and I take a bite. Images in my brain. Colors. And you know how sometimes you take a bite of something and you verbally like, I feel like I was in shock for a little bit. It wasn't until the last bite of my second taco. I was in like disbelief and silence. And then I took a bite, the last bite of the second out of my 4 tacos, and I went, and I just kind of like melted for a second and took like deep breaths. And then I cracked pineapple juice and chugged that. And I just sat there, like, realizing how amazing the human condition is. Like, truly. Tacos will change your life. Tacos will change your life. Well-made tacos will change your life. Is this the way so many games have that realistic look that just feels and looks generic? Probably. But also, we should be stating it more often. Fuck games like Arc Raiders that just use AI for voice actors, for people that, what was I saw something on Twitter where it was saying like somebody I think it was somebody from the Asterion, the voice actor for Asterion, he tweeted or said something online about like, oh, so now that Arc Raiders is making a bunch of money, how about you guys go and hire actual voice actors to pay for to record these lines. And also the difficult thing with that is like, he makes a very good point. I doubt that the production of Arc Raiders, which is probably in so much enjoying how much money they're making off of this shit because they don't have to pay people to help make the game, voice actors, that they're not going to give out money when they've already done that thing with AI. So it's a slope. It's not even a slippery slope. That shit is slick with oil. And they are sliding down that fucking tarp. I always use -A when searching in any search bar. Yeah, Marksman's a RAM get, so fuck yeah. Oh my god, speaking of RAM. Not to flex. Newegg prices were still good on this. Newegg prices for this, I got 32 more gigabytes. All thanks to you bitches. All thanks to Foopatopia. Let's hear it for Foopatopia. And I also ordered, I'm waiting for my CPU paste to come in. Because I need to put, before I put this in, I have to, I'm scared. I'm scared to do all of this because this is, I gotta like, perform surgery on my PC for an evening. I should probably do it post stream and then like end stream early, because you know you gotta, to replace the CPU paste, I know you have to like use your computer, warm it up so the paste gets warm, so that when you take your PC apart, it's still warm and you can wipe it away. So I gotta use my computer to warm up the paste, finish stream probably, take it apart. The CPU cooler is in the way for me to install this RAM. So I need to rotate the CPU cooler. And while I rotate it, I need to clean the CPU paste and then reapply CPU paste, rotate the cooler. I've never done any of this, by the way. So I could fuck it all up. I'm not gonna fuck it all up, but I could. And then put in the RAM. So I'm waiting for the CPU paste before I do any of that. Gotta be here to taste my mom's homemade tacos. I'm just dreaming about tacos now. I'm going back to that moment in my head. Hot air gun too? Who's got a hot air gun? Carmen, do you own a hot air gun? Look, no hate to hot air gun owners, but when do you acquire one of those? Oh my god, that's actually Genius 6. No, that's actually genius. That's actually genius. And I can keep my laptop out for Googling things if I need help. But yeah, okay, actually, that's really smart, 6. Hey guys, live streaming PC surgery if you want to help. Getting RAM right now is like getting Bitcoin back in 2010. Crazy. They're also saying they use AI to do the simple stuff to soften the blow with consumers, but I feel like if it's simple, it just means there's even less reason for AI. Exactly. It's because everything is expensive, and everyone's resources are limited, and they go, how can we cut costs? Oh yes, we should not employ people, and we shouldn't, find any other reasonable way. There's so many other ways to cut costs. And I feel like someone could easily be like, you don't know anything about this industry, Alexa. How can you just... I feel like it doesn't take a genius to know that there's other ways, and that the sauce of the art of your games comes from like conception. It comes from the concept art. It comes from like every single step along the way that contributes to the vibe and the art and the beauty of the game. And so if at concept art, you know what? And even when the Game Awards was happening, there was the Larian trailer. There were moments where I was about to say, is this AI? It was the Larian one for Divinity, and it was it Diablo one. Diablo one off the rip. I was like, is this AI? I feel like if you go back and watch that as I'm watching it, I'm like staring at it skeptically, like looking weird. That was me being like silently in my head, is this AI? I should have just said it, but I like to think before I say maybe a little more than I need to. No, I think that's a good vetting process, actually. Graphic cards were impossible to get for like 2 years. Ugh, fucking wild. I figured out now that it was almost already funded. Aw, well, thanks, Moon. That's sweet of you regardless. I'm gonna be putting up a goal for... Oh, yes. Do I want to listen to K1? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh my god, you guys want to see what I drew today? I'm so proud of this. To alleviate us all from talking about AI for a second, because I want to tear my fucking hair out, even though I don't mind talking about it because I think it's very important conversations to always have continuously, whatever. I put it on my story, so that's where I'm going. Which I think is going to be base boosted. Okay, I love drawing realism. Okay, I love drawing realism. By the way, this is Sappho as drawn by John William Godward. Don't care about him. He's not important. I drew it better anyways, so don't worry about it. I'm so proud of this. I left it at the studio, so I don't have the drawing with me. But like, I love drawing realism, for one. For two, it's been so long since I like committed to drawing something realistic. And I think I started on Sunday when we were doing movie night. Thanks, Mandy. Thank you, guys. But also, I really want to try tattooing realism, like off the gate. So I think I'm going to buy some larger... Oh, I'm writing this down, actually, because I was going to do this. I need to buy larger fake skin, because the ones that I have are not accommodating for this size. I mean, I could print off the stencil and make it, like, smaller, I guess. But I feel like if I draw it at a certain size that is, like... The size I drew it at is, like, very fitting for a thigh piece. I will honestly, okay, I don't have a tattoo machine yet. When I buy that shit, it's coming with me everywhere. Marry me? I can't marry you a second time. Ha! It's almost 1 for 1. Right, I'm so proud of it. I think I like can't turn my screen. I can screenshot it. But genuinely, there's just moments where I'm like, I do fucking have that sauce. I've forgotten that I have the sauce, and it is in this moment that I'm remembering that I have the sauce. But also, Sappho, if you don't know, is a Greek poet from the literally several thousand years ago. I can't remember exactly when she was alive, but Sappho is the reason that we have the word sapphic. The gays fucking know. If there's any straighties in chat, this is for you. She lived on the island of Lesbos, which is a real island that's part of the Greek islands, and that is the reason that we have the word lesbian. So this is a depiction of Sappho by some fucking white man. So, but like getting the proportions right and like the shoulder angle, like I think the neck is a little longer here than it needs to be. But like, even if I nitpick, I could nitpick for 10 ages. I think her arm is a little thicker in his interpretation. And that's just literally comes down to me like trying to get proportions right and where things meet other things correct. And sometimes there's just like things change because I'm fine with using a tracing table, but I thought it would be fun to like, for me to just draw from visual reference realistic interpretations of like queer figures, and I was like, I have to do Sappho. And this is just, I don't remember where this painting is right now, but I think I saw it in person and I stood there for 10 fucking minutes. Wait, John William Godward, because it might have been a different Sappho, but I feel like I saw this one. Sappho Getty Museum? In the Days of Sappho. Oh yeah, it's in the Getty. Maddie, we saw this when we went to the Getty. I probably have a picture of it. The Getty Weddy. But like, look at the fucking detail, dude. Like, I was talking with Graham while I was drawing this too. Because there's so much of this that is amazing to me. But in reality, everything with painting is just like some sense of illusion based on shadows and colors and whatever. It's like the whole thing where when you draw a nude model in a room, at some point you disconnect from the fact that you're watching, like you're staring at a naked person, and because you're so tuned into where the shadows on the left part of their thigh are connecting with the rounding part on the interior of, and how and you're so lost in it. You're so lost in the sauce. And so I was like trying to draw it, and I was like, how the fuck am I gonna draw a leg under silk? And then I was like, it's all shadows. It's all shadows. I have to just convince myself it's easy. So I feel like I got the hang of it pretty. I mean, this is pretty blurry, but like it's just shadows here to like make the definition. And I mean, there's more to it, but I don't know. I'm really proud of it. I'm really proud of it. Damn, what is up? How you doing? Definitely a dance of what am I doing? And yo, I'm Michelangelo. And like, I just think about how like, even Graham, my fucking mentor, was like, I could never do that. And I was like, shut the fuck up. I roast Graham so much. He's the most like, one of the like, the crazy, you know, like picture the most talented, crazy wait, hold on. I'm mixing my plot lines. Picture Graham is a straight white man. Hold on. Graham is not lesbian. Hold on. I'm mixing my plot points. Picture the most talented person that you know and how they always say that they're always trash. And you just want to fucking shake them. That's him. 110%. And like, I don't know. I still agree with the whole like I believe any single person on the fucking planet can do this. I don't think it's there's always the thing of like someone sure has more skill off the bat because they were just born whatever. But like everything like that is a skill, so anyone can get better at it if you just practice. So I'm like thinking back to all the time that I spent trying to do realistic things in high school, and they were good. I still think they were good. I think they're really bad comparatively to what I do now, and I think I can only do it now because I've had years and years and years and years of like drawing and enjoying getting better. So it's like it's a skill. Like any skill, you do it more and you get better. But anyways, I'm proud of that. Thank you for coming. While taking a trip to Lesbos for no particular reason. There's a lesbian music festival on Lesbos. Lesbos Music Festival. I think it's in March. The Malivos International Music Festival held in Malivos, Lesbos. Sorry, I'm just hiding. I want to make sure nothing popped up. Classical music for all. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Queer Ranch Festival. There we go. Lesbos, Greece. January, February, March, April. You know, 5 months into the year. Maddie, do you want to go to Lesbos? Chad, who wants to go to Greece? Queer Ranch Festival. They go on sale in December. Renowned electronic music DJs, eclectic live music, cinema, stimulating workshops, beach parties, wild swimming, ranch life, and so much more. I cannot express how genuinely I would sell so many items. I would sell so many items to make this possible. Actually, I think in this moment, I'm deciding that I would like to go to this. And I did have a friend who wanted to go with me, but I wasn't sure how serious they were about it. But I should bring it up again. Hashtag no TERFs, no swerfs, no sexism, no racism, no ableism, no Islamophobia, no anti-Semitism, no lesbophobia, no homophobia. Get your ticket. I want to see how much it is. 5th edition, Scala, Erissos, Lesbos, Greece, Queer Ranch Festival. Only 600 tickets available. Guys. Early bird is sold out. That's not even that wild. Wait. In 19 days. I'm writing this down so big and circling it so I can send this to Taya. 19 days. 130 pounds, like $200 fucking dollars. 130 pounds to CAD. Oh, 240. Fuck, dude. Okay, that's still not bad though. Performers and installations. Oh, that's a proposal. Yo, how crazy would that be if next year I go give hyper realistic gay tattoos? Wait. Plotting. Where is this again? Lesbos Island, Greece. It's right by Turkey. Or not Turkey, Croatia. It's on like the eastern coastline of the Greek island. So like Greece, here, Lesbos. Is this Croatia? Do I have this right? I think that's, yeah, this is Croatia, isn't it? No, that's Turkey. This is Croatia. Okay, yeah, it's right by Turkey. But yeah, so it's here in the Mediterranean. Mamma Mia dream. Mamma Mia. We could, okay, hear me out. We go to this with friends. We pre-conceptualize Mamma Mia, but all lesbian, and we put on the production for our own benefit with friends. Just hear me out, you know? The real magic we should get lost in is how people make sculptures of cloth. Oh. I've pondered many an hour. Behold the first lesbian. I thought about this today while I was walking home from the studio. I was like, how sick would it be of a back piece to have where it's like the Graces. Wait, I'll show you guys what the Graces are if you don't know. The Graces, like the three of them. The Graces. Greek. And like a realistic depiction of them. Ew, I hate images. On my back, just like fucking huge. Or my initial idea was like in the same style of the Sappho drawing, like realistic, have like two like, you know, women making out, and that's just a giant back piece. I would love to do that on somebody. That would be crazy. I only know one ranch. What ranch? at art if you just make bad art over and over until it's good. That's literally how you get good at anything, is you just have to accept that you're going to be bad and you have to learn how to not tear yourself up over it. That's the simplest way to be good at anything. A firm no. Back to AI. A firm no to artificial intelligence. Claire Scare, Expedition 33 devs. Don't hold back. The developers have made it clear what they think about using creative AI for game development. Also, we're gonna boot up Disco Elysium. Day 3. Fun that I'm taking the communist cop plotline in Disco Elysium also. But I wanted to read these articles. Okay, developers of Expedition 33 are against... Hold up, I need the vibes to be right. I'm putting on my Safe album, which right now is Rico Nasty's Lethaler. Putting that on in the background. Okay, against using creative AI in anything related to creativity in video games. Guillaume Broche, producer François Meurice, and composer Laurent Testard had the opportunity to answer questions from 3D Juegos during the Premios 3D Juegos Lenovo 25 Awards ceremony. 33 received 4 awards there, including both Game of the Year titles, one from the editors and one from the readers. Some of the topics discussed during the conversation included the storyline, experiences of creating such a game with a relatively small team, and the current popularity of turn-based RPGs. Unfortunately for fans, the devs still refuse to comment on any of the endings in 33. Okay, that's fair. What's up, Al? Good to see you. We must rebuild. We must become Krasmazov. I will never not take an opportunity to compare myself to Krasmazov. Thank you. However, at one point, a question unrelated to the game itself was raised: the role of AI in video games. This, of course, refers not to the capabilities of computer components, but to the use of creative artificial intelligence in game development. The topic really stirs up a lot of emotions. On one hand, we have publishers who openly express interest in generative AI, and have even started implementing it in the development process. On the other hand, there are plenty of people, especially developers and players, who are at best skeptical about creative AI, and at worst, totally against using it in any way. Less extreme options are also less common. Bursch made it clear the studio doesn't want AI involved in anything creative and isn't interested in anything made by AI. The full quote reads, "I think we agree that when it comes to anything creative, our answer is essentially no. It's like taking away all the joy of creating a game. We love making games. We love creating. Creating is one of the most beautiful things people can do. So when it comes to creation, our firm answer is no. Nothing in the game will come from AI. We state this clearly. It's a firm no for that. Beyond that, I don't have a formed opinion. Science, responsibility, process, and so on. It doesn't matter to me as long as it works. But when it comes to creative things and things that must come from the heart for us, it means a definitive no." The director was backed up by Testard, who said he's not worried about AI because he can't see it replacing the kind of creative work that comes from the heart, or posing a threat to composers or even voice actors. This is an admirable optimism, although it seems those directly involved may not share it. Okay, well, that's one perspective on how they said that they have a firm no on AI, but that doesn't clear up how they used AI in what I'm understanding as placeholder textures, like that one newspaper clipping. At least that gives us more of an image of what they used it for, because I wasn't quite sure what 33 was like, or like what Obscure was using it for, you know? I'm getting real tired. This article says, "I'm getting real tired of not being able to trust that a video game doesn't have AI crap in it," by Luke Plunkett. Published in June. Let's see. I kind of want to read this anyways. Okay, we'll read this and then we'll open the game. Unless you guys have anything else fun to share. Some video games have been trying to use generative AI for years now, and for the most part, people simply have not been having it. Why would we? It's lazy, it's ugly, it's an ethical black hole, and it's being driven by an executive class desperate to lay off even more workers. While earlier and more brazen attempts at employing the techs were obvious, lately it's becoming more common for studios to slide a little AI generative content in without drawing attention to it. Jurassic World Evolution 3 launched with some AI generated character portraits, then got bullied into removing them. Clair Obscur, which will be a lot of people's game of the year, appeared to quietly launch with some AI generated art and then just as keenly patch it out. I was going to review the city building grand strategy game Kaiserpunk until I saw they were using AI generated images for their dialogue sections, after which I promptly uninstalled it. And they include a Twitter post of 11-bit studios, or no, a Blue Sky post. We've seen a wide range of accusations regarding the use of AI generated content in the alters, and we feel it's important to clarify our approach and give you more context. The latest culprits is the alters, which is found, has anyone heard of this game? I never have. Which is found to have shipped not only with AI generated placeholder text in game, but also employed AI generated translations in some of its side content as well. None of this was disclosed prior to the game's release. It was all discovered later by players and has prompted an explanation of sorts from the developers, which tries to calm everyone down, but which has just made things worse. Because if it took people discovering these specific instances to find that 11-bit has used AI generated content in the game's development, how do we know there's not more of it? This is a huge bummer. I really liked this game and obviously didn't notice any of that on my playthrough because I never stopped to read those screens and I played the game in English. To which I guess you could say, well, does it really matter if they slip some AI stuff in there if I didn't notice it? Especially when, as developers 11-bits say, it only constitutes 0.3% of the overall text in the game. Yes, it fucking does. I'm not just against the employment of this tech for obvious superficial reasons. All generative AI content is built on theft. Surely writing some gibberish or pasting some lorem ipsum would have been preferable here. And saying there were time constraints involved in rushing AI gen translations into the game is no excuse either. Translators are highly skilled workers. Using reputable ones costs a studio money and takes time, but it avoids situations like all this. Not to mention, it's just the right and professional thing to do. Cool, okay concept, played it on Game Pass, didn't know about AI till now. But that's also the thing, because this article is saying that their quote on this, the developers 8-bit said that it only constitutes 0.3% of the overall text in the game. But I also just don't believe that. So if any studio was to be like, oh, we were caught using AI because we forgot to remove some texture, some placeholder text, whatever, and then go, but it only constitutes 0.3% of what we know could be out there that you can find, doesn't mean that they weren't using more AI in the process because obviously they used it. So it's like you lose any kind of respectability or respect that you have for developers, first off, like instantly gone. Permanently too. It's going to have to take a whole turnover of an entire studio for me to be like, oh, okay, that's firmly in some studios past. And at that point, usually people just make new studios. So I'm like, you instantly lose trust. And a lot of people are getting tired of video games, and it's really going to take like originality and passion in games, I think, to actually make good games anymore. So when when we know you use AI, I'm like, okay, well, that's just, I'm not going to play your games. How do people realize these games using AI? They tell us out there with their fingers we're looking letters. I mean, for the Clair Obscur stuff, that's this article. Is it the El Pi? They linked an image of it. I don't remember in what article it was. But it was like, I think if you stare at it, it's noticeably AI. Because you can tell that, you know how you can tell something's AI because you can tell it's trying to accomplish one thing that should be recognizable to our human, like, perceptions, a human body, a book, it's like an image that you're like, I know it's trying to do this thing, but it's not, and it looks fucking weird. And that's the like tell all for if something's AI. I really just think that there's some people that like came across it and went, what is this? Wow. Oh, no, fuck, that's AI. And then talked about it online, and then it became known. So I really just think it's like chance for, it seems like, these instances. I'd rather bright purple and black checkerboard textures than AI placeholders, truly. But yeah, like this article was saying you might as well just use like the lorem ipsum copy paste at that point. Like why? That's even easier. Most conflicting case for me was Spider-Man Spider-Verse. They proudly made an AI to fill tweener frames before AI was commonly known. Oof. I don't know what to fill tweener, like between frames. I'm assuming that means. In the last 2 Call of Duty games are no exaggeration, all AI. Now it's ugly as fuck. I don't doubt it. Any studio making use of Gen AI is sending a very clear message. They don't care about the cataclysmic effects AI is having on their own industry. They don't care that so much of AI content is slop, and they don't care that millions of people out there who are their prospective fans and customers are wholly opposed to its use. I don't want to write about a game with AI in it. I don't want to support studios that use it, and I don't want to spend a second of my time on it. What's particularly grating about the situation with the alters, aside from the fact that it's absolutely colored my enjoyment of what an otherwise smart and interesting video game, is that the practice is becoming more common and harder to spot, and it's increasingly just wearing us down. Much like the nascent fascism that is quickly growing to be the representative aesthetic of it's saying that, okay, that was wordy, I couldn't quite. Much like the nascent fascism that it is quickly grown to be the representative aesthetic of. Got you. Good night, Moon. Sleep tight. It feels like the hope with Gen AI is that no matter how much you hate it, the goal is to bombard you with its horrors and its excesses so frequently that you become numb to it. The more that you see of it, the more you'll accept it as normal, and the more you'll grow to, if not enjoy it, then at least tolerate it, no matter how reluctantly. Where you used to be able to spot Gen AI a mile off, now we're needing days and even weeks after release for its use to become known. In some cases, you can't even rely on Steam's AI disclaimers. Oh, what is that about? Because neither Clair Obscur nor the alters used them. It's getting to the stage where I just can't trust video games, and it means I'm starting to approach every game I play dubiously. Every piece of key art and character portrait guilty until proven innocent. Clouds hanging over every image and line of dialogue. This isn't wearing down my opposition to AI-generated content, but it is wearing me down when it comes to approaching and enjoying video games. Agreed. It is deeply unhealthy to bring so much skepticism into every new game I play, but if it's going to take a principled stand here, what choice do I have? I do not want this to shit. Do not want this shit in my games. You don't want it either. And I don't want to play or talk about games that contain it as a result. Yet I just did, and after really liking the game too. So here I am writing this. This is getting exhausting. I'd like every individual and team responsible for sneaking AI content into their games to know that whatever time or money you think you're saving, and however harmless and peripheral you think it's being implemented, you're doing immeasurable damage, because not only are you going to ultimately turn on your game, but you're playing your part and then wearing out on all games. Luke Plunkett is a co-founder of the website Aftermath. Decent article. Tweener frames are between key animation frames, so they use AI to make the frames in between. Oh. Okay, this is the Steam AI agreement. Back in June, we shared that our goal continues to be shipping as many games as possible on Steam. We need time to learn about the fast-moving and legally murky space of AI tech, especially given Steam's worldwide reach. Talking with developers, we're making changes how we handle AI tech, enabling us to release majority of games that use it. We're updating the... Okay, hold on. After spending the last few months learning more and more about this space and talking with game developers, we are making changes to how we handle games that use AI tech. This will enable us to release the vast majority of games that use it. So they just wanted to know what's going on with the tech so that they can release games that have AI. First, we're updating the content survey that developers fill out when submitting to Steam. An AI disclosure section where you have to describe how you're using AI in the development and execution of your game separates AI usage in games in 2 broad categories. The first being pre-generated. This is useful to know. I'm glad we're looking at this because I want to know the ins and outs. Also, this was published last year, January 9th. So nearly a full 2 years ago, which probably needs an update. First, pre-generated any kind of content, art, code, sound, etc., created with the help of AI tools during development. Under the agreement, you promise Valve that your game will not include illegal or infringing content. Your game will be consistent with your marketing materials. In our pre-release review, we will evaluate the output of AI-generated content in your game the same way we evaluate the non-AI content, including a check that your game meets those promises. The second kind being live-generated. Any kind of content created with the help of AI tools while the game is running. Comes with an additional requirement in the content survey. You need to tell us what kind of guardrails you're putting on your AI to ensure it's not generating illegal content. Valve will use this disclosure in our review of your game prior to release. We will include much of your disclosure on the Steam store page for your game so customers can understand how the game uses AI. Second, we're releasing a new system on Steam, allowing players to report illegal content inside games that contain live-generated AI. Using the in-game overlay, players can easily submit a report when they encounter content that they believe should have been caught by appropriate guardrails on AI generation. Today's changes are a result of us improving our understanding of the landscape, risks in the space, as well as talking to game devs using AI and those building the tools. This will allow us to be much more open to releasing games using AI tech on Steam. The only exception to this will be adult-only sexual content that is created with live-generated AI. We are unable to release that type of content right now. But that was published in January 9th, 2024. That needs a heavy update on what Steam is doing with AI, because AI in the past 2 years and how much that's progressed, I feel like they need an updated article on that. But also, that's the kind of article that no one would update ever, you know? Complaining it would have to optimize the game for a max of 8 GB RAM due to AI causing a shortage is so funny. That's miserable. I wish governments or even the damn UN would do some AI regulation. It'll never happen. No, it's like the whole thing with the education system being like years and years behind what education is actually needed. And it sucks because I feel like the education systems like worldwide are slowly like getting more like further and further and further behind because of the rate at which things are just like accelerating so quickly, you know? So I'm like, at this rate, we should have like fucking tax courses and like money management like financial management courses in like high school. You're a young adult, you should be like put onto these things or these concepts like pretty early on. I think I had a course in high school where it was like those bare bones as a class and you had to take it. So kind of thankful for that because it did introduce me to the concepts of like credit and mortgages and those kinds of things. But even then, they seemed like a little out of, well, maybe they weren't out of date for the time, but by the time I got to an age where those things mattered, it didn't feel like they actually described things that were important to me. Like they're teaching me about a mortgage and I'm like 16 and in high school. So I feel like they need to, there's so many fucking gaps that need to be bridged. Like I feel like the more I talk about this, or literally anything, the more I'm like, there's so many more issues that are like pending. I wish we could just rewrite all education systems. Superhero game from Steam thing uses AI music. Oof. Also, okay, this is the Bloomberg article talking about the Divinity game, which I want to read, and then we'll open Disco Elysium. Okay. Reads, Baldur's Gate 3 maker promises Divinity will be next level. I think this one is going to be way better than Baldur's Gate 3. Larian CEO Vinke says. I don't care if I'm saying that wrong, actually. Article by Jason Schreider, December 16th. So literally yesterday at 9 a.m. Larian Studios Unleashed. Larian Studios has hit the big time. Until somewhat recently, only hardcore fans have even heard of the Belgian video game developer, which was founded in '96 and specialized in turn. Also, do you enjoy reading articles? Because I am finding this fun. Please let me know. turn-based role-playing games filled with elves and wizards. But thanks to the release of 2023's Baldur's Gate 3, Larian has become one of the most beloved game companies, and its next project has been the subject of speculation for more than 2 years. You enjoyed too? Hell yeah. Last week at the Game Awards, a ceremony that ostensibly exists to honor this year's games, but also mostly for announcing new ones, Larian revealed Divinity, its next big game, a departure from Baldur's Gate 3, and a return to the dark fantasy universe in which Larian previously operated. This time there's a lot of pressure. Baldur's Gate 3, licensed from Hasbro Inc. and based on D&D, ranks among the best reviewed games of all time and won Game of the Year from countless media outlets. Sold 20 million copies. The founder said in an interview, whatever. Unimportant. Best-selling games ever, blah, 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 blah. Speaking to me on December 11th in a hotel suite in downtown LA, ahead of the awards ceremony, Vinke says Larian plans to do an early access release of Divinity as the company has with previous games, although it's unlikely to be out in 2026. He wouldn't offer many specifics about the new game other than to say it will continue to iterate on the studio's previous work. This is going to be Us Unleashed, I think. It's a turn-based RPG featuring everything you've seen from us in the past, but it's brought to the next level. At first, Larian has planned to continue working with Hasbro's Wizards of the Coast division on D&D. Vinke said he and his team spent months working on a new project before realizing they were feeling the excitement they once did. They abandoned that game last year and pivoted to Divinity, a franchise that Larian also happened to own. Baldur's Gate 3 is a good game. I'm proud of it. This one's going to be way better. Noting that the underlying systems of D&D were difficult to translate from tabletop to digital gaming, here we're making a system that's made for a video game, and it's much easier to understand. For this game, devs are making some big bets. They switched to a new engine. In video game parlance, the technology and tools used to make I don't know what that means. In video game parlance, the tech and tools used to make the game. Okay, whatever. Which has led to some growing pains that Vinke said will be worthwhile. Larian is trying to find ways to cut down on development time and aim to finish Divinity in less time than Baldur's Gate 3, which took 6 years to make because of its scale and COVID-19 disruptions. I think 3 to 4 years is much healthier than 6. One thing they're not doing is getting smaller. One tactic for reducing the development time is to develop many of Divinity's quests and storylines in parallel rather than in a linear fashion. That's requiring significantly bigger writing and scripting teams than Larian ever had before. Yeah, that's fair. You gotta keep track of a fuck ton when you're doing it all together. If they add DM mode again, fans are gonna go crazy. It's the one thing they wanted in Baldur's Gate 3. What would DM mode add? Because I'm assuming there's other games where that's possible. It's good when I don't have to do the reading, I figured. I feel like reading articles makes me better at enunciation also. It's something that you don't realize you're bad at until you go to read articles out loud and you're like, wow, my reading something out loud ability isn't as good as I would assume it was. And so then I'm like, oh, let's read articles because it's kind of, it like challenges me to slow down and read something, but also like get through it quick, you know? For articles. I mean, hey, if we're like start of stream yapping and you guys do have articles to share, put them in the Discord because then when I start up stream, I'll like have some things to go through and read. Especially for gaming. I love looking at like what's going on in gaming, reading articles on that, so. Okay, at the same time, finally we're at I wanted to read this fucking stuff. Larian has been pushing hard on generative AI, although the CEO says tech hasn't led to big gains in efficiency. So then why the fuck are you using it? He says there won't be any AI generated content in Divinity. Everything is human actors. We're writing everything ourselves. But the creators often use AI tools to explore ideas, flesh out PowerPoint presentations, develop concept art, and write placeholder text. The thing that I dislike the most is the developing concept art. And also saying that they want to accelerate the timeline, but then using AI hasn't led to big gains in efficiency. Like, the gains that it's giving them obviously is saving on a buck. But if you're using AI tools to explore ideas, the ideas you're exploring aren't original. They're from this trained AI model that's going to give you ideas based off its trained AI model, which is like so boring. The reason why so many fantasy universes that people create are good is because they themselves have a specific like love for something, and they use that to inspire them, and that's where the passion comes from. So using AI tools to explore ideas, boo. Fleshing out PowerPoint presentations, whatever. They're probably just pushing it into a bunch of different areas to like make them their own workflow easier, I guess. But even that, like fleshing out PowerPoint presentations in an office and getting like ChatGPT to write your slides, like just learn how to fucking do some critical thinking. I don't know. Crazy thought. Developing concept art, again, takes away the sauce. We've talked about that. Write placeholder text. Literally use lorem ipsum. The use of generative AI has led to some pushback at Larian, but I think at this point, everyone at the company is more or less okay with the way we're using it. Yes, the CEO says. Wow, how believable. Yeah, for PowerPoint is wild. I think a lot of founders have the same problem, he says. I have to be large, otherwise I can't make my video game. With growth suddenly comes a whole bunch of responsibilities that you didn't necessarily think you were ever going to have. That's why you hire an assistant. That's why you hire people to help and to add to the team and add to the game. That's kind of what like a creative division should do, Vinke. But you have them, and then you have the best of them. Size exposes you to new problems that you couldn't have imagined existed. Vinke and his wife own the majority of Larian shares, while Tencent Holdings Limited maintains a significant minority stake. Vinke says the Chinese company is represented on his board of directors, but doesn't influence how Larian operates. Without Tencent's support, Larian would have been able to take a swing like Baldur's Gate 3. It made me confident. It gave me the confidence to say, okay, I'm never going to end up at the fuel station anymore calling my wife to say I can't pay, he said. Okay, he's just talking about investors then. Now, thanks to the previous game's tremendous success, Larian is at a healthy financial position. Vinke says all of the Baldur's Gate 3 cash will allow the company to double down on even more narrative experimentation for Divinity. Players loved Baldur's Gate 3 in part because they were constantly making significant decisions, some of which could have ripple effects through the game. Every playthrough could feel different depending on which faction the players choose as an ally, where they choose to go, and what they chose to do. His developers want to expand that type of storytelling even further for Divinity. The idea is that when you talk to fellow journalists about the game, you'll have completely different stories. We're doing a couple different things you haven't seen in RPGs before, I think. That's the end of the article. What are your guys' thoughts? My first thoughts are that, one, I don't trust any motherfucker, especially a giant money-making powerhouse like Larian. And we're not trusting somebody like that. Sure, you want to cut development time because no one wants to work on a video game for 6 years. I get that. AI doesn't help on that, is what he's saying. But they don't really quantitatively tell you how they're cutting down on time, do they? Larian is trying to find ways to cut down on development time, aims to finish Divinity in less time than Baldur's Gate 3, which took 6 years to make. Because of its scale, sure, and I guess COVID-19 disruptions really did fuck it up. My hope is that Larian is not finding ways to cut down development time by using generative AI, which you'll be able to feel in the game. And if you're using it to develop things from the bare bones of concept art, not only are you going to also feel that in the game, Wait, I had a second point. Not only are you going to be able to feel that in the game, but you're... Oh my god, there's so many tangents. How many other things are you using AI for? Generative AI textures are going to be like left in the game, and then you have to patch them out. The whole game from the ground up, from the concept art, is being sketched with AI, and it has no fucking flavor. So, sure, you're trying to create this big, beefy game, but you're sacrificing, like, what people enjoy about games, and so I don't think it's going to do as well. Like, I think it's a dumb idea. Deck! Great conversation for you to come in on. Then he does using AI to explore ideas like what it looked like as SpongeBob was a warlock. As almost every major developer is using AI now, Larian is no exception. At the end of the day, we have to remember that these are people with a shit ton of money that are focused on making money before anything. Yeah. Consumer morally don't factor from it. Never ever trust me. No, never ever. They're just being so fucking dumb and they can't like see that. And I don't understand. Because I know you were looking forward to Divinity. How do you specifically feel about the game, Thick? Or like this news? I bet the game is going to come out, someone's going to be like, hey, this blank is just the thing that I made. See, I don't think it'll be that. I would hope not. Passionate about their games with this AI thing. They got caught with some shady DRM in their other Divinity games. What does DRM stand for? They launched added a launcher that said they would connect all their games and make it easier for games to manage their games. Fans hated it and they removed it. Wonderful game to pirate. Couldn't agree more. Hey, Lesbos Festival. Who's going? Okay, well, I think it is past due for booting up the fucking game, dude. I'm ready to fucking go. Let's play some disco. Let's play some disco. Let's play some disco. Oh. Oh. Also, Thick, if you want to change the title, free reign, buddy. Free reign. I can also come up with something if you're like totally not jiving, if you're like totally not in the vibe, if you're totally not in the headspace, if you're like, I don't know, I'm just like need to go take a fart or like whatever. Or like something and stuff, you know. Oh my god, also, that reminded me, Mighty 9 episodes tonight, so we should... Okay, let's figure out what time to end stream at so we can go in Discord to watch those, because those are important. Okay, each episode 45 minutes. I don't want to be watching anything past 3:30. I want to be off the pewter. Latest 3:45. Absolute latest. I got a shower after too, so... 3 o'clock we start the second episode. 2:15 we start the first. Did I have that right? End stream at 2:10. That gives us 2 hours. By the way, already secured a position on the list for you to go for the game for free. Oh, for dude! First of all, thank you. Second of all, you did not have to do that. Third of all, how did you do that? Fourth of all, the GOAT. Fifth, thank you. Sixth, big guy pants okay. Shaking down civilians until I can afford another beer. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh. Ooh. Also, exclamation point D&D. Also, make sure you guys are drinking water today, okay? It's very important for your well-being. Very important. I'm here to provide free games, if nothing else. I could list 10 things that you are here to provide, if not 20 or 30. Friendship. Farts. Laughs. Entertaining conversation. Joy. Delicious food recipes. D&D bonding. And goat informational passion about D&D and tabletop games. Let's make that a separate point. Passion. And on number 10, free chuckles. 11 free video games. Farting. All I can think about right now is how I have so many issues with accepting gifts, and I'm trying to have less issues with accepting gifts, and I appreciate you greatly, Thick. Or whatever. Or whatever. Okay, I'm excited. Whoa! Oh, that's right. Okay, we ended yesterday and it was Kim saying we should go to bed, and then we walked in here to go to bed, and then there were these union guys in here that I figured might open more dialogue. There's also someone standing there, someone at the bar. Maybe we can... Oh, we can't do karaoke. We don't have a song yet. But I think there might be more dialogue options open right now. Let's talk to Gart. Gart.
Can I help you?
So, about that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
Can I pay with this check?
You must be joking, right? You come here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check?
To be fair, I didn't actually know it was like fully novelty. Like, I thought it probably had some use. The cafeteria manager stares at you baffled.
This isn't a game show.
Okay.
I'm not going to accept it.
Okay.
You owe me cold, hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand. Every single cent.
Okay.
You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it.
Okay. How much do I owe you
A
again?
lot. The drinks and broken window.
70 real.
70 real.
Wondering if we could come to some sort of arrangement for tonight.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
I'll pay you back tomorrow. I'm an honest cop.
As a police officer, you must understand that I cannot take you at your word without evidence.
Wow, Gart.
Evidence being
Smart
money.
guy.
You can't stay here without money.
He pauses, realizing the contradiction in his statement. Hold on. I still have my key, you know.
Good luck trying to use it.
Draconian measures.
All the locks have an electronic component. They have to be unlocked down here with a master key.
This conversation
your
isn't,
guest key will open the lock.
going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Ah, balls.
I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
Ah.
I really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Okay. Is there anyone else I can talk to right now? I don't think any of these people are actually highlighted figures. What about Lena? We talked to her husband.
Hello again, sweetie.
You know, I haven't said this to her yet. I don't know if you've noticed, Lena, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox.
You calling me a fox?
But surely things can't be that bad.
Well, her eyes follow your movement with some concern. I hope you're right. I hope it's not too bad.
You know where we are, right?
We're in Revachol.
That's right. In a hostel called the Whirling in Rags, to be precise.
Thanks, Lena. Revachol is the disgraced capital of the world, something like that?
Yes, great. See? We're getting somewhere. What else you know about our city of splendor? Tattered as she may be.
Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you?
Her gray eyes
Revachol is the
widen.
most beautiful city in the world.
Oh.
We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is.
It's the
Yes?
spring of 51.
That's right, dear. That's splendid.
Kind green
Here,
apple
take this
pen.
pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Let's go. We got a pen.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there. But now she
Thanks
relaxes
for a
her
stunning
shoulders.
fox. Speaking of delicious recipes, I made Amy a delicious lemon pepper chicken alfredo cheesy garlic bread. Fucking hell yeah. Can you drink water in D&D? Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question.
Oh
What
shit.
regime are we living under? What
Oh, it's
government?
It's a quiz. Some kind of democracy, maybe? I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something else tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. They're governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort a perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners, and women. Cop. We are living under the cop regime. Oh, dude, I don't know. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Yeah.
Oh, sweetie,
She smiles a sad
it's really
smile.
not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship
Womp
of the
womp.
proletariat.
Damn.
But they still have cops.
Mm-hmm. If there's no government, how come they are cops?
Oh dear.
She shakes her head suddenly, very
And you were
worried.
doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
You're doing so great, Lena.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Who could tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
She turns to the lieutenant.
No.
He looks
I'm
away.
not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
We have Joyce.
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Okay, let's go get that thing from his car so we can maybe sleep a night. Alright. Hoorah.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Nice.
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
Okay.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
Suspect transport enclosure. Look in the suspect transport enclosure.
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
Also, why did that say Kupris Kanema? Is that what his car is called? That's funny. Confiscated these 4 a while back, taking them to the point. What are those things?
There are spinner hubcaps, frivolous things you put on your wheels. When the wheels come to a stop, the caps keep on spinning.
He makes
There's
a
no
spinning
real
motion
use
with
for
his
them,
hands.
just for vanity.
What do you mean you confiscated them?
A couple of weeks ago, I stopped a young man for going slower than the speed of traffic. Turns out he was some coalition official's son and high.
Ooh. Isn't that corruption?
I don't know. Is it? I was going to take them into evidence, but they weren't necessary for conviction. He never asked for them back.
Did you want to put these spinners on your machine?
No, that would be silly.
He hesitates.
I don't know why I kept them. It doesn't matter. I couldn't put them on this MC anyway. A cop with spinners. That would be outrageous.
Yes, too wacky.
Exactly.
It's only right that we sell them.
Don't make your unpaid hostel bill a moral boon, officer. It won't stick.
It's only right, Kim.
Shut down.
Ah!
I've nothing to add.
You said something about a pawn shop. Appreciate your help. Yeah.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
All right. Let's go to the pawn shop. I hope it's not closed at this hour. I feel like it would be closed. Unless the pawn shop does sound like a place that would stay open at unreasonable hours. What do you think? Pawn the spinners cut it. Yeah, I know. I'm away.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Wait. Oh, right.
Yes,
Something I like
we'd
to
like
sell.
to sell these hubcaps.
Lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for them? Jump a mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
Damn.
No one was defrauded or jumped.
The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
He takes the cash, then turns
Here's
to
the
you.
70 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The windfall is a small...
That's fair. I thought we were getting the whole 200 real, but
Anything
I forgot
else you're
that
thinking
Kim
of
taking
selling?
the rest makes sense. I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Blue oblong pen, green ape pen. I can't get rid of that. I don't have anything
Another
to sell.
time back.
Perhaps. All right, let's go see how much. I think that novelty check was for like what, like 20 real or something. Oh, what is that? A sewer grate, a gateway to the river of filth. Gardelo. What is up, DG? Well, the games, the animations are so minimal, but the dialogue builds the scenes so well. Alrighty, Rooski. Rolling Kelly Pop song plays on the piano. Do I have to talk to you?
Is this about the questions again?
I need to
'Cause
exchange this
I don't really know anything.
novelty check for cash.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
She rolls up the giant novelty check. Looks like she's seen it before and slips it under the counter.
Anything else I can do for you?
No.
That was easy. Worryingly so.
Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in?
Reality?
Yeah.
You mean what reality?
Like,
Economic reality or...
well,
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
tell me about the economic reality.
I don't really know anything.
Okay.
I mean, I'm 15.
Okay. 15 is an excellent time to learn about the economic reality.
Yeah. That's why I'm working my arse off in Frit. So I guess, like, that's economic.
What about the physical reality then?
I don't know. What about it?
What's the revolution?
When ordinary people take over the government and demands democracy.
Okay, okay. What about the one we had here in Revachol?
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
The coalition. Someone told me there was one.
Our government? Or
Sure.
do you mean something else?
I don't know.
Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
Okay, I won't bother you with this nonsense
Cool.
anymore. Gained experience. What did I just learn? How to shut up? Wow. Might be a little loopy. Had a fever and took some medication. Oh. Ow. I hope you're lying in bed, babes, getting some rest, yeah? Lena's gone to bed. Gart, you're gonna be happy to see me.
Can I help you?
But that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I have your money.
Well,
Here's 70 real. Slams the bills down on the counter. Here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
Okay.
The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow.
Thank you.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow.
20 real per night.
I'll
Okay.
take a room here too.
Opens his wallet.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything
Yeah.
else I can do for
Always happy. I need a drink. Can you pour me one?
you? Do I have a shaker?
He sounds irritated.
Fuck.
Am I wearing a little bow tie?
Okay.
Am I smiling?
Okay.
Because I'm
Play it
Okay.
calm.
He's not a bartender.
This man needs to understand.
Fine then.
like what?
Never mind. Goodbye. God damn it. Anything else to do in here? This guy, he didn't actually bring up any dialogue when I went to him. It's all about money, you know. Can we wake this guy up?
The worker isn't it?
Oh. The wake up is locked. Well, I feel like we should go upstairs. Liz! Bush guy who played the ADHD is so strong. Real. Oh my god, the girl was in here.
The door is closed.
Knock?
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on. Somewhere inside, a tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something.
Inland Empire, shut up. I'm so alone. Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me. Beauty, don't abandon me in all this ugliness. Swallow the emotion.
The door is closed.
Leave. I don't like my Inland Empire. Is this Kim's room? Or this is the girl's room. Nothing? Okay.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation.
Oh, sure.
Let's go out to the balcony.
Ah, okay. Let's go. Oh, I want a cutscene so bad in this game.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
He lights a cigarette. Yeah, he does. I don't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more cigarettes?
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I
Ah,
have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes.
right then. The debrief.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
He is so cool. Your jacket matches Kim's? Did you mean to do that? My jacket matches Kim's. What do you mean? What matches? I mean, it has like the RCM patch on the back. It's the RCM jacket. Maybe that's why? What do you mean by match, though? Oh, my hat? How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads we can follow up on. Then you shot him in the chest, which wasn't ideal, and we still have to get him down from the tree.
I just wanted to make sure he was really dead. I admit I'm a little out of practice.
Being sober also tends to help with precision. But moving on to the interviews.
You are wearing orange streamer?
We conducted an interview with Everard Clare.
Forgot that I was a real person. Forgot I existed there for a second. Hey. Hey.
He wasn't
Also good to see you, Lisp.
forthcoming
Hope you've been
with useful
well.
information, however.
Sure I can get him to tell us more. He's a tough cookie, that one. I'm a little intimidated by him, honestly. He has stuff on me.
Well, we will have to work through that. Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
Big relief. It's a very serviceable name, too. I don't know how I feel about my name. I want a different name. One I haven't ruined yet. Yeah.
You can look into the process of changing your name after we finish this investigation. We talked to Joyce Messier. but
Stalking
didn't
you?
get any
Me
information from her.
too.
I
Always
have a feeling
stalking.
Joyce
I'm in
knows
your
how dangerous the
walls.
situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
We have to get Joyce Messier to talk to us. I need my badge first.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
Yes, it's part of the Jamrock Shuffle. I don't like to waste my time, you know. My mom moves fast, the rest has to try to keep up. I'm training for a long distance run. I want to raise money for charity. That's how we roll in the precinct. I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I'm training for a long distance run. I want to raise money for charity.
It's impressive, to say the least, for a man your age.
He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette.
But I
cigarette.
guess those sneakers are a perfect fit for running around.
Yep.
Goodbye, that.
50 real, by the way. He smiles suddenly. He smiles! So what are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
1,000, why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Wait, how can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
I see. And if someone resists?
We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
Damn. Wait. Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
He pauses.
He says it matter-of-factly and moves on.
Have I killed anyone?
That's an improbability. Perhaps even impossibility.
I don't think I want to know.
Precinct 41 is known for a higher-than-average rate of police violence.
Who makes all these rules?
The coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly.
Moral lantern.
The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the citizens of Revachol.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
The moral lantern, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
If I didn't know them, How would you describe them?
They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
What's their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something ominous.
I like how both of my internal conceptualization and Inland Empire go bat for bat with that one. Who is Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age?
He thinks.
You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And
He looks at the
it
city
doesn't look
below.
like that's about to happen.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You like the moral intern.
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky.
He quotes.
They're not all that bad.
That's another leitmotif associated with moralism.
But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now.
He thinks.
No.
Then changes
I believe
his
in
mind.
the RCM. That's enough for me.
I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
Things are bad out there. Point to the city. We need them here. Giving us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? It isn't humanism. We're stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting bourgeois rights. Mutter silently. Immigrants, liberal kids, fucking men are... Oh, ew. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. Forget about it. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
I'm really... The thing about this game that keeps, like, jarring me is the, like... Because I'm assuming you can play a homophobic gameplay or playthrough. You can play a racist playthrough. And I'm wondering what the outcome of those playthroughs are, I guess. What's the use in having them in the game? Actually, vigilantes is okay with me. Yeah, vigilantes sound bad. Maybe we should make our own law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we're simply vigilantes. Maybe we should make our own law.
Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop. But hypothetical aside, in Martinez we already are vigilantes. At least the Union thinks so. Quite challenging.
Thank you for the raid. What's up, raiders? How you doing? How was your stream? You can be full fascist to full commie and everything in between. Wild game. Dinoboros, thanks for coming by. Thanks for the raid, Leia. D-Pod Shuffle? How was your stream? How was Fallout 3? I don't know if you guys have played this game, Disco Elysium. It's my day 3 playing it. It's a very, like, cozy, lots of dialogue, lots of moral decisions / also humorous decisions. And you're a goofy, funny, alcoholic cop that's trying to solve a murder. And I think the whole game is a commentary on morals. But it's a refreshing game so far. How would you explain this game? Disco Elysium. I want to see the description. Huh. Art style is so famous. I mean, it's just called an RPG in the description. You're a detective with a unique skill system at your disposal and a whole city to carve your path across. Interrogate unforgettable characters, crack murders, or take bribes. This is the Steam description. Become a hero or an absolute disaster of a human being. Commentary on morals, politics, and the human psyche. That's a good way of putting it. Been loving the Broken Steel DLC. It's super fun. Recommended this game by my friend several times. Excited to see some of it. No kidding. I've never played Fallout. How far through are you? Not religious agnostic now. I respect it. That's kind of how I felt when that came through. Yeah. It's his legal name, birth certificate, and everything. I've seen it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Spoken like a revolutionary, not a cop, but hypotheticals aside, Martinez, we already are vigilantes. Oh yeah, and our playthrough has taken a communism direction, I guess. At least the union thinks so. I expect our jobs here to prove quite challenging. We're talking about the cops. The cop system in this city right now, it's bedtime and we're about to go to sleep, and me and my partner Kim are like doing a debrief is what's going on right now for you raiders. They're
quite limited, actually.
Oh, we already clicked that one.
The power officers of the Revachol City.
Wait, what
we
else?
can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone, we are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. And also, when we start the game, you also are waking up in a drunken stupor and you don't remember anything. So this like amnesia gives you many excuses to like ask basic information about the world that you're in to people around you. So I'm a cop that doesn't really know anything about the world or what it is to be a cop. And I've lost my gun and I've lost my badge. Is the plot so far. Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty?
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness.
Ah.
Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best. The coalition, the RCM, or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government formed the RCM.
This is back to the point of whether the city formed the police department or the police department formed the city. Or the government founded. Okay, let's say it was the coalition government that founded the RCM.
It's probably more honest, yes. Either way, the Morlinton leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
Okay. Say nothing. Just look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno.
Oh, fuck Kuno.
It's different in land, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
He pulls on the cigarette. Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are...
He shakes his head.
But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here. At least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
30 XP, level up. Puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. Ooh, I want to use my level up point for the for one of these? Use a skill point? I think I have a couple. I have another. I have one. I don't know what to use it on. I kind of want to wait until I have to make a check for something that I don't think I'm that good on, and then I can upgrade it. Are you sure you're really a cop? That's a good question. I've actually asked that multiple times to many people, and at this point I can say I'm pretty sure I am a cop. But that is a valid inquiry. Okay. Let's internalize something. Ooh, the Suicide of Krasmazov, I wanna... It gives you -1, oh, temporary research bonus. Bad rhetoric? Yeah, fuck it. Okay. What you paid? Kuna's wild and Kuna's were wild. Yeah. What's up, black magic? See you in the morning. Good night, Kim. Can I clean things up?
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
No time to rest yet. First, we shut the door. Can I select
The
the
fan stands still.
Pull on the light bulb?
The lights are on.
Nice. Cool. Oh, it's the connecting door between me and Kim's.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
The expression. Dig into your mind and look at the source of the expression. Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet. Stop steam from fogging up the mirror. Yeah.
The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure.
Nice.
The faucet regains a recognizable shape.
The steam.
The steam stops.
Cool.
Told you that you needed those chain cutters.
Everything
is connected.
Everything has a purpose.
The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
Oh, the picture's zooming out. I don't think I did that before. Digging deep into your mind to look at the source of the expression. 17%.
Like the rest of
Balls.
you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Okay, what about 3% chance at attempting to stop the expression?
Still not happening.
Yeah, I knew it. Okay, well, nothing else I can do. Might as well just go to bed.
The bed is cold.
But it's yours.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin.
Ugh.
The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
Wow, first day. First full day. Do I dream?
And then sleep.
Oh.
And then sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps.
Ugh.
The pillowcase smells oddly.
Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly.
My belly's soft.
This is your body
nice.
here, intimate and warm.
Breathing.
Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better.
Okay.
Colors, scenes,
nice.
And half-formed phrases still litter your mind.
Nice.
Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with... What was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No thoughts now. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Am I dreaming? Oh my god, please give me a cool cutscene. I'm dreaming? Whoa. I'm dreaming. Oh my god. That's me hanging?
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
Because I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go.
Oh, shit.
Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I don't want to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
They said the thing! They said the thing! What is Elysium?
Everything. The pale and the useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry.
4.6 billion people.
And
You failed every single one of them.
You really fucked up.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit, thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too.
Oh.
So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
The limbic system voice kills me.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Ooh, that was good. Disco Elysium. Disco Elysium, huh?
Good going, buddy.
I said the most beautiful dream, uplifting, rejuvenating. God, what the hell was that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
Oh, shit.
Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
Wait, what is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else you got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago with me. To wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day you die.
Lore?
Don't be silly. There was no vow. You were high on speed. That was the only reason you got up. You can't detect without it. It's that simple.
Opt in? No, I can take this. I'm not gonna go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
Who am I kidding? Of course I want some speed.
Fast recovery, man. Quick turnaround. Super detective back in action.
Who clicked that? Who's that? I'm so curious. I'm so curious for him to, like... I'm wondering if there's some kind of parallel between, like, if you take speed... Oh. I was wondering if there was maybe some parallel between, like, if you take the drugs of the game... Like, maybe you get more in-depth into some kind of past? I don't know. The wrong choices, just different endings, yeah. New task, find speed and sniff it. I still don't have to do that, so... But I think my electrochemistry is just gonna get a little bit more wild when it pipes in. Alright. I want to go downstairs and just see what's going on. Oh, whoa! Oh, it's open! A new room! Oh, Kim's downstairs. Good morning, Kim!
Morning.
He gives you a quick nod.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up.
He points to
They
the mess hall
look rowdy.
doors.
We should talk to them.
What do you mean, rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here, men who drink beer for breakfast, there's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
Why do we need to talk to them?
Everything points to the dock workers union. The belt used for hanging him, tracks in the mud, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information.
True.
Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
Good night, Six. Sleep tight. One more hour if you want to stay up and watch the Mighty Nine. I do! We're going to end stream at 2:10 exactly. So if you guys want to watch the Mighty Nine, last 2 episodes that just came out will be in the Discord. Anyone's, feel free to join. It's almost 1 for me because I'm Eastern, so an hour. An hour and 20. Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday?
I completely forgot.
He looks at his
Sorry,
notes.
I had a rough night's sleep.
Me too, man.
It's them by the looks of
Me
it.
too.
Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it.
He crosses something out. There's so many of them. Maybe we should call in reinforcements? Nah, let's roll.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Okay.
Good. A power move. purposefully concentrate on something else first. Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say?
I like how all three of these have chimed in. That's
They're
funny.
in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Let's go look at the sun. Let's go look at the early morning weather. Let's go just kind of, you know, like start off the day. Early sunrise. See what's up. Ooh, someone's reading a book. Who's that? Working class woman. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. Good one?
Yes? Hello?
She nods, her attention fully focused on reading. Who are you?
Me?
She
No
looks
one.
up briefly.
I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. If she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
What are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
She reverts her attention to a worn out paperback. Phenomenal.
It is.
I'm a policeman. Leave. You memorize the titles. Lose 87 Radio City. Seems important. Annette, my girl, what is
Hello
up?
again, sir.
Annette sipping her hot juice. She looks at you with shy amusement. What is this crime business?
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Okay, I get it. Crime, murder gets the people going.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too.
She
You can guess who the
replies.
criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
She examines you as if to find something policeman-like. What does a cop look like, then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
She points to a book cover, on which you see a very strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. I used to be exactly like that Mullen guy, then I decided to live a little. You know, nobody actually looks like the guy in the picture. Black magic things to follow. It's just a stupid fantasy of a man. It's not your body that's important in police work. Anyway, it's your point to the head. Look at the guy. I'll never be as good as Mullen. Another question? That's just a fantasy of a man. It's not your body that's important in police work. It's your...
Head? Yes.
Yes.
No, your mind.
A quicksilver mind. This Mullen guy looks like he needs 4 hours just to come up with a single idea.
No, he's wicked smart in the stories.
She gazes at the image of Dick Mullen, frowning. Sure. When the author does all the thinking for him, real policemen have to think and act on their own.
Like you, sir. Of course. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you.
Smiles mischievously.
Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
The cover image of Dick Mullen seems to stare at you with a harsh approval. Okay, I'm gonna deduce something now. +1 anxious body language, +1 saw she's cold, +1 afraid of the curse. I don't... To a child, I'm good. Alright, looks like a nice morning. Oh, the gardener's inside now. I was wondering where she went.
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
Detective disorientated.
She smiles coldly.
Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
Oh, she's getting shady now.
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
You're the gardener? You lied to me, you're not a gardener? I just wanted to know more about this place before I check it out. That's normal. You're the gardener.
No, I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
She crosses her arms.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you?
She points to the
Maybe
man on
he
her
does.
right.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Oh.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
Drama.
Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everard sent to law school?
Oh yeah, Elizabeth. Lizzie. Are you Lizzie? Elizabeth? Miss Beaufort?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes.
It's
He
her.
caught her off guard. Push her some more.
Easy Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men.
You set the pace and the topic of these conversations here. Establish that.
You said you're the union fixer. You fix things. You said you're Mr. Everard's death machine? You said you're the union fixer. You fix things.
I am a legal counsel. Don't make this personal.
A very minor victory.
What's the rule in all this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor.
What if I want to talk
Do
to you,
what
not
you want
Titus?
is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
I like Lizzie. I should talk to Titus then. It's a bowl. There's spit in it, reeking of tobacco. What are these things? Photos of men in overalls, toting guns, and Union placards. You see hawthorn bushes outside.
This is where you say your bit.
The broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can.
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. We need to talk about the hanged man out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
He looks around.
You're sure taking your time. Waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Shanky Glenn.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
He slaps his forehead.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Do a head count first.
They are
Connect
good.
these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
Scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right.
Glenn.
Standard
Theo.
working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room.
Like he's just noting all of the
mid-50s.
foot sizes.
Smoker. Quiet. Across at the other table.
Elaine.
Hobnailed working boots. Size 43. Gang tattoos. Mesk or Sarah Mauritian. In his late 30s, early 40s. And then, standard working boot. Steel reinforced toes. Size 46. The big dick. Wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips. Rugby cap. Fingerless gloves. And numerous scars. A little under 40. The emblem on his vest says Rowing Club. A little patch below it reads
T. Hardy, Captain.
In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand.
You squint.
You squint. Is that a plectrum?
What did he ask me that I'm responding to? I'm gonna start asking your questions now. It's not gonna get better than this. Oh, I'm just asking questions to myself. Is that a plectrum?
On
Where?
his neck. Forget it. It's not important.
A plectrum?
Let's call this one the musician.
Ah. Drama piping in. And the little guy?
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and two front teeth missing. In the middle, heaving
Fat
and
Angus.
wheezing. Big guy, boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He alone is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220. In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One of them is missing. The odd soul.
Exactly. You've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella?
I found sets of footprints, but only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here.
He sizes you up.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy boy? We ain't hiring.
He shakes his head.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
She? So there's an 8th Hardy, and it's a Hardy girl? Who might it be? Elizabeth?
The gardener.
The gardener?
Shut the fuck up, Glenn!
He roars.
Talking here. Now
Hmm.
what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And
He points at the lieutenant.
you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other.
The lieutenant just
Officer,
suspects
your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Gonna take off now. Alright, so they're guilty. Interesting. Oh, she's moved. Wonder if there's any
Just a
new
moment.
dialogue. The old woman turns back to the cafeteria manager.
And there's no public phones nearby?
Lena, what do you need?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
Manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
Turns back to you with a weary smile.
I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Day, ma'am, is everything alright?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
She sighs. What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later.
Why do you need
Ask
to
God,
use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night.
Oh.
But they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them.
Uh-oh.
I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
This sounds more like a side thing. I need to take care of my main thing. Then I'll get back to this. Has your husband gone missing?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
What was this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday.
She sighs.
What could be keeping them?
The water lock, that was broken. Could this be it?
The water lock to the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there. Who's this Gary person? Do you trust him?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that.
She smiles.
Gary's as loyal as they come.
Okay.
Oh my. What happened happened to the water lock?
Probably just some technical problem. I don't really know.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
Nice.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
hope it does.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
I hope it
Yes,
does.
some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're here. When or if I get there.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
I could never reject a task. In any game, dude. I could never. So your husband is some kind of scientist. Tell me more about morale, looks, character, your relationship.
Oh, dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
What does he look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
What would I look for?
Well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame. And he
White
has
hair,
longish white hair.
uncombed,
Usually-
wild,
The lieutenant
uncombed
pulls
hair.
out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know. Just, we'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn.
Aw, her smile is
Not
soft.
the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
How'd you two of you meet?
Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say.
Hinge.
I was looking to
Tinder.
get back into the scene after recovering from my accident. And he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
She smiles wistfully. Do you think Wendy's exists in Revachol?
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
But it has, like, 3 N's. Wendy's, you know? Well, the info I
I
need.
hope I've been useful.
So he's some kind of scientist.
Oh, yes. A zoologist.
What's cryptozoology?
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
The lieutenant sounds unimpressed.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
Damn, Kim.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species
you tell
that
him,
are
Lena.
so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely
This is
interested
funny.
in supporting real research.
They finished out on our time. They were on Plenty of Fish.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles.
They are her own.
They are her own.
Tell me about this rare insect your husband's looking for.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating.
She catches herself.
I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
No, I want to hear about the insect.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically, but
Like a ghost?
Yeah. Here comes the interesting.
where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed.
Ah.
It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insular Indian coast. Hence its name, the Insular Indian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
Perhaps. She looks you in the eye and nods
I
thoughtfully.
knew it. We're gonna be chasing made-up insects with cryptozoologists.
Kim, shh.
It's not made up, officer. I can assure you. It's simply elusive, so much so that most establishment zoologists
Dude, the
doubt
character
it
building in this game is
exists at
really
all.
fun. what makes you think the phasmid is around here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with
a ghost insect.
That looks like the reeds.
Gary sent us the clipping. So a newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have?
Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insular Indian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
So, is it dangerous?
Not at all.
Is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
Does it have cool powers?
Yes. It can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years.
So what's
centuries
so special about this stick bug then?
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very
The
special.
woman's face flushes with embarrassment.
Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
Suggestion. Maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids? I have the green 8 pen and she's less worried about her husband? Yeah, fuck it.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work.
Healing, I'd
Go on and ask.
like to hear about some of the cryptids you study. Could you tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted.
One cryptid, not a couple.
Kim.
This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Cryptid extravaganza. I like the sound of that, Kim.
And I don't.
Okay.
Just one.
Okay, Dad.
Or he'll be disappointed in you. Ooh, tough choice there.
What's the biggest cryptid, tiniest, most dangerous? Is that a cryptid on the pen you gave me? Are there any invisible cryptids? The tiniest cryptid.
Cryobacter catlensis.
She answers immediately. Cryobacter catlensis?
Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kotla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago.
What's so special about it?
The bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate. Certainly from before recorded history. Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study. No doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life.
Wait. You mean there's an immortal geologist wandering the world?
Yes, and she's quite mad too.
What?
After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away.
No way.
We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream.
Wild. What's the most dangerous cryptid?
Hey, you promised to only ask about one cryptid.
But Kim, don't you want to hear about another cryptid?
The lieutenant pauses, thoughtfully. Something in him breaks.
Fuck it. Let's have more cryptids.
Yeah!
Well, the most dangerous cryptid is thought to have been the Gnome of Jeroma.
The Gnome of Jeroma?
None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved
The gnome's
organic tissue
venom?
almost entirely.
What did the cryptid look like?
It was reportedly a small creature with wet fingers,
The Gnome of Jeroma!
protruding forehead, and an ungainly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it.
Oh, damn.
It still took the
She
Gnome
looks
of
at you.
Jeroma an entire day to die.
She looks at you, her voice grave suddenly.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks?
The lieutenant can't help
confirming
himself.
the existence of this very little species.
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's
venom.
Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature
Classic.
itself. A poetic
Classic.
end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
Is that a cryptid on this pen you gave me?
Yes. It's the kind green ape.
No way.
Half war story, half undiscovered species in the genus Homo.
War story?
Yes, it was reported by soldiers in South Safra during the war. The kind green ape would visit bunkers during the night, healing wounded soldiers with its saliva.
Oh, with its saliva?
Yes. It has amazing healing qualities. Some soldiers reported growing back limbs, regaining their sight.
One's in chat if you're a genius homo. And there was something about an undiscovered subspecies of man?
Indeed, there is.
Wow.
It's our closest relative among the cryptids.
Whoa.
Same taxonomic family, different genus.
Gayness.
Which is to say, the kind green ape is
Me
a
when I have the
species
gayness
with which
in
we
me?
share a common ancestor, and that evolved parallel to
One's
our
if you
own,
have the gayness in you.
just like your partners.
I knew it, Kim. You're not human. No. I'm pretty sure Kim is the same species as us. To suggest otherwise is stupid. That's why I always have to take the lead. Wait, what did she say? The kind of is a species we share common ancestor, parallel to our own, just like your partners. Pretty sure Kim is the same species. Suggest otherwise is stupid.
The lieutenant looks at you, pleasantly surprised.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to imply that
Yeah, Lena,
Saillites
watch
are
it.
inferior to us in many ways.
She turns to the lieutenant.
You are superior. For example,
Aw,
your earwax
her and
doesn't have a
Measurement
foul
probably
odor like
bond.
ours does.
Your wax doesn't have a foul odor like ours does?
A tremendous evolutionary advantage, I'm sure. But perhaps we've had enough speculative biology for today.
Ah, okay. This has been educational. We gotta discuss something else.
Of course, dear.
Which is that I have to leave. But it's been a pleasure, Lena. Genuinely. Wait, let's go look about the borscht. The borscht. Tomatoes are so sleuthless, you can see through them.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod.
Garcia Quebec.
Acknowledging your
Do you
presence.
know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself.
Okay.
Shrugging is an international sign for
No, I don't know what's behind that door. Leo said you're friends with Manana. Is that true?
the mention of manana gets his attention. He smiles and
Nice.
delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures.
Cool.
Then he falls silent again.
Cool.
They're friends.
They're friends. What's in the borscht you're making there?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Yes.
Borscht need more vodka.
He looks at the soup and then you. He picks up a bottle from the shelf. Vodka.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits.
Of course it is.
Clever move by the Union.
He nods.
Vodka borscht!
Horrific
I
necktie.
love it, Bratan!
Oh my
Turn
god.
it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself.
Jesus.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
Yeah, turn the vodka up.
He smiles, nodding vigorously.
Yep.
Then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot.
Let's
With a
go.
whistle, he stirs the brew.
Hey, Garcia, could I have some of that brew?
He smiles and
Let's
nods
go.
enthusiastically and, chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup. Then hands it to you.
Was that thingy on the A? Never seen that? Oh, really? Polish? I don't know. He did say vodka. And we understood that. He said borscht right here. Vodka. So, hey, you tell me. You're the smart one. Okay. Oh, so I have the vodka borscht now. Interact? Maybe I don't. Oh, I have the... I like how every time that we pass by here, all of them are talking about titties. Wow, love that. It's in your tools? I figured I probably have to put it in a hand. Oh, there it is, yeah. +1 physique, -1 morale. Flashlight. Equip this to discover secret orbs in shady areas. Ooh. Hey, bitches. Shady orbs. Let's go shine this everywhere. There's a very singular, very missable early skill check that determines if your necktie talks to you or not. No way. Na, na. How do I get up there? Huh? Na, na, na. Na, 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 na. I'm assuming I have to go through the... Oh, we should go talk to Measure Man to get the body down. I'm assuming the door by the kitchen leads up to the roof. That makes the most sense. Da, na, na, na. You'd never know if you missed it. Oh, would you know what the check is based off? Or what it scales from? Hey, buddy.
Do
Fuck
not
you.
presume this has drastically altered our race dynamique.
All right, buddy. I knocked you out like a god of martial arts.
True. I said nothing about our personal
Into the Empire? Okay, cool.
That has altered.
Yeah,
a
it's...
little.
Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense.
Okay.
I am the last.
He looks towards the coast
In
defiantly.
addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
But you're all part of the Union.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the Union alone. And I do this out of race heroism.
Okay.
Finance is an alien concept to the simile. Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
Everett told us told you to help us get the body down from the tree.
So it was. You bested me in race combat.
No, I think it was just combat.
Superior.
I think it was just combat.
Had him give me an order.
Yep.
I salute your cunning, enemy.
Yep.
I will go and remove
Shine this in your fucking eyes while we talk.
With my bare hands.
With your bare hands,
You're
wow.
so noble, Measurehead.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge.
Right in his eyes.
That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it down ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Okay.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way.
Okay,
He's
go.
Babe. See that they stay here the whole time.
Babe. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We're doing just waiting? Just gonna chill here?
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
Okay.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Yeah, we're the law around here.
Cool. I like men with guns and power.
The girl
I'm
twirls her
catchy,
hair.
by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it. I don't. I've had enough of that dead body already.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops!
Ah.
Guarding that bridge like Everott's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
Ah.
And who are you? What is
The
your
lieutenant
business
fires back.
Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Oh, Kim. Shots fired. Damn. Yes, I'm an unbelievably corrupt cop. I'm corrupt every opportunity I get. That's none of your business.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then,
Kuno.
the man turns to look behind him. at the behemoth appearing around the corner.
Behemoth?
Approaching him, walking past him.
Oh, it's Measurehead. He's back. Dude, why you put a shirt on?
The corpse has been removed from the tree.
He brushes wooden flakes from his hands.
Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory.
See, and that's like the direction I didn't want to go. And I did it nonetheless. I thought we were doing other things so that we didn't have to go that way, and we still ended up going that way. There's been no side choosing. We did what we had to do to keep order, Measurehead.
What you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
Leave. All right. Which reminds me of the memes. Gorowski is my personal Latinization of his name. Also, yes, it's Polish. That makes the ow sound kinda. The W has a nasalization, which is weird because W's are already labialized. It feels like they created their own accents based off and inspired by existing ones, but Kuno, you good there, bud? Kuno's little shit show. Oh my god, he doesn't talk anymore. Hell yeah.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch.
Nice.
It's gently laid on one side.
Beautiful. Wipe a tear from here. Well, it's down. Celebrate in a more reserved manner. Great job, wise race mentor. Celebrate in a more reserved manner.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job.
70
Nothing
experience!
is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
A field autopsy?
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene.
Covers his nose
2.
and lists.
Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue.
We're on number 3.
We're on number 3.
Okay.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Don't we have someone else with us? A doctor?
No, you and I are detectives.
Oh god.
The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain.
Damn.
From autopsy to cleanup to social work.
Damn.
Everything.
Honorary rank of detective?
An honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able.
Okay.
Usually after 5 to 8 years of field work. Mine is lieutenant detective.
Yes, I feel like a detective.
You are.
Yep.
Your station would not have assigned you on
Because
the
I
scale
am.
if you weren't.
Truly, yep.
Now,
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
First, what exactly is a field upside? Tell me something, dead man. Try to remove the dead man's boots. What's a field autopsy?
come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Okay, yeah, let's get in there.
There truly is a time for everything.
Okay.
Even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there
40 minutes?
in
Okay.
limited capacity.
I don't know, what do you mean?
I mean when I need you to. Until then, I should handle physical contact.
And you should take
should
notes.
take notes.
We just fill this in, right? Show me the red field autopsy form in your ledger. We just, this one, right, Kim?
That's right.
Okay. Open your ledger at the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger.
Sorry, buddy.
The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing
Lists.
the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts.
Okay.
Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
Number 1, assistant. Let's jump ahead to the 3-part summary. Let's pause this autopsy. Begin. Number 1, assistant.
That's you.
Write the initials HDB.
the corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says
Number 2, coroner's case number
KK57-0803.0815.
Write it down.
Next.
Name.
NA. Next.
Date of birth.
NA.
Age?
Roughly 50.
About 50.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Race?
Mondial.
Write it down.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Sex?
Fucky, fucky!
The little monster exclaims energetically.
Male.
Okay.
Pigs can have sex.
Right, fucky fucky. Right, male. Right, pig's gonna have sex. No,
Nor
male.
does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of death?
We're still going with March 4th. 51.
04, 03, 51.
What else?
He looks over your shoulders.
9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
Okay.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatment?
None. At least not after the initial examination.
I heard him praying. What exactly is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Don't overdo it.
Post-mortem.
It's okay to be unsure.
His accent had some like French feel to it. What exactly is treatment anyway? I'm not so sure. Didn't the footprints look like he was carried over?
They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dog walkers.
They're all over here, yeah. He places his hand on the dead man's chest as if in preparation.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbat puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey.
A memory.
It's raining outside.
Light drizzle.
There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today. 42 stations of breath.
42 people dead.
We should start the post-mortem.
Turn the page.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
External examination summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
He turns the body under its side, checks the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
Why wouldn't they we could blocked off the area. Get these kids out
The
of here.
disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Write it down.
The boots are ceramic, vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
Write it down.
Tattoos.
He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini.
Write it down.
The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end.
Write it down.
Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing.
Write it down.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch the corpse's hair before moving on. Odd,
The
but
hair
clicking
under
it.
your latex fingers feels cold to touch. Wet.
Stroke his hair. Stroke his hair gently. Write it down. Stroke his hair gently.
The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to the latex of the glove,
Ugh.
like thread off a rag doll's head.
You can't give me an option like stroke the deceased body's hair gently and expect me not to click it.
There must be brilliantine in there. He's combed his hair back with oil.
Oh. Keep petting him? I like the drama calls you sire. True, I didn't even notice that. Write it down, adding the brilliantine.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Write down, but amend for high velocity. No, write it down.
Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts to cut on the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring.
He concedes.
There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that.
Yeah.
The chain cutters.
Oh yeah, I'm prepared. Pet the chain cutters? What's with us and petting things right now? I like that you get choices in how to say that you have the chain cutters. I'm prepared. Pet the chain cutters.
The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
Good thing we got the... Oh, and then I'd say the second one regardless. Oh, the first one was just petting the chain cutters. Now I'm pulling out the rubber-gripped cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now...
He points to the rope squeezing the dead man's neck.
We need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully. With as much precision as you can.
I like how they take you through every single step of this. There's no, like, cut to black fade and it's done. Like, you really go through the whole thing.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
Okay.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring
Celix
fuck.
Blase. Look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east.
Oof.
The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there. Steady now. Like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose.
Cut the belt off. High, 72%.
After some deliberation,
Thank
you
God.
sink the cutters
I was
into
worried
the
about that
knot,
one.
tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow.
Press down.
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
The lieutenant has kneeled closer, running his finger along the dark red groove until there's a gap.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia...
He pulls down the man's underpants.
No! It's gonna happen, see?
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Write it down and move on.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
Write it down.
Last item, hands.
Takes the man's hand in his, inspects it, then moves to the other hand. Pick up the hand.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
What the?
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo.
Oh no.
What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
It's good to hold your hand. Did you like it when I stroked your hair? Ah, fuck it.
I did, Kobo. I did. Reminded me of when I was just a small boy, before this happened to my face and my body. You did me a kindness there. We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Oh.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
The dead man's fingers slip from your hand cold and sausage-like. Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Write it down.
Ooh.
He turns aside to breathe.
That's all for the external.
He buries
Well done.
his face in the
What
sleeve of
next?
his jacket. 2. Internal examination summary. Internal.
I'm afraid we can't continue before we've gone through both the external and internal examination first, thoroughly.
Wait, I'm doing the second one. Internal examination.
I'm afraid we can't continue before we've gone through both the external and internal examination first, thoroughly.
Okay, do the description of injuries?
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Where have you gone? I can't see you're gone, but who are you? What is happening? Why do I love questions so much? I hate you. You stink and you're boring. Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want
no more questions.
Your lost Coppo Dopo would have been so
Enough.
Come back later, Coppo.
Leave.
The rotting man lies on his side with the lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
You're hitting 2? Yeah. Because I was clicking 2 because we're moving on to... Oh, right. I have to click 1, which is 2. Thank you, guys. I was like, I am hitting 2. That's the one we're supposed to do. It's number 2.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
If I may add, the moral of the story?
What would that be?
He looks at you inquisitively.
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
The brain is very vulnerable to compromises in its blood supply.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer.
Lieutenant grins. All right, not applicable.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related.
He gets close to
Eyes
the
and
mouth hole,
tongue
eyes squinting
protuberant.
from the stench.
Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
Oh my god.
The hyoid bone is fractured.
He says after
The
a while.
rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
Write it down.
Respiratory system.
Back hunched as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no
Force.
lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
Look in the dead man's mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Look deeper inside.
It's hard.
Ah!
Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction.
You just keep looking?
Inside, you see darkness. Just a mess of meat.
Truly,
and darkness.
truly. Those kids truly gotta
There
go.
are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo.
Oh?
Ask me later.
Oh, damn. Has this dead guy gotten into my inland empire?
Hemorrhaging present in mucus.
Lieutenant repeats impatiently. He lets go of the jaw as the mouth snatched shut before you. Okay, no more looking at the guy.
NA.
Right, NA.
Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
NA.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging.
Write it down.
Gastrointestinal.
Breathe a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last of the field on the list. He looks around to the ground, the pool of feces there.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
Touches the corpse bloated lower abdomen briefly. Write it down. Omit the voila.
What's next on the list?
Description of injuries now that we fully examined the body.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing.
Lieutenant shakes his
Let's
head.
not turn this into some kind of circus.
Damn it. This is turning into some sort of mega puzzle.
Oh shit, sorry. That was the boots. I was clicking
Let's
3
see.
again.
We
Jesus.
have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields.
Leave a fourth
Be
one too.
thorough if you want maximum results.
What about the injuries we've inflicted?
So we inflicted them?
He looks incredulous. Okay, I have inflicted.
Okay, so there's a spin-stabilized munition from a Kiel A990 muzzleloader lodged in his lung.
Fuck.
I don't think we should mention that. Better not to muddy the waters.
I agree.
See? These pigs are fucking...
Why don't you fuck him if you love him
Oh
so
my
Now,
god.
Injuries.
Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite.
Not a doubt.
And your opinion, officer?
Beneath the description, there are 2 boxes waiting to be ticked. Opinion, fatal injury, non-fatal post-mortem. Bite marks, predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions?
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Write it down.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath the description of injury, 2 boxes.
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next?
Ligature mark? Finish the wait, what's the 4th injury field for?
Nothing. Just in case.
Ligature mark. Turn the page back.
The corpse lay slouched to the side, oblivious.
All right. Bite.
Be thorough.
Ligature
if you
marks.
want
Finish the
Dark red
autopsy.
abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap
What's
on
up,
the
Jack?
nape
How you doing?
measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured. The cervical column in. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark.
Write it down.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible. Think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
Dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck with a gap on the nape measuring 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, cervical column intact. Hemorrhaging on the skin above and below the ligature mark. No signs of clawing on the neck. Non-fatal post-mortem. Lieutenant falls silent abruptly.
He is deep in thought, eyes fixed on the bright red ring around the dead man's neck.
Why do you say that?
I'm serious, I don't think this was the injury that killed him.
Okay. Why don't you think it was fatal?
Conclusion through the psychic arts. Why weren't his hands tied? A big man like this would tie his...
Honestly, I'm not sure there weren't marks on his wrist. That part got blurry for me. The stench.
He covers
But
his
you're right,
mouth.
I was ready to call this. Now I think we should leave it empty, at least for the time being. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
Level up. New skill point. He produces a small black bag from his jacket, a body bag. How did it go?
It was a
Looks
an
the right
irregular
words.
field autopsy. We did not establish cause of death, which is supposed to be the goal of an autopsy. But personally, I do not see this as a parameter for success.
Yeah, what else?
We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg.
Rip out a copy of the autopsy pages.
For processing.
He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of red paper in his hand. Then at the corpse again.
He's thinking, did I miss something?
Perception. I don't know how much that's gonna help. Wait, okay, if I do 1 level up, what was it at? How low was that percent?
The man is The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
28%? Okay, that did raise it a decent amount. Let's do it again.
The man is decomposing.
I guess I can do that without getting out
his
of
glasses and takes a deep breath.
42. Ah, fuck it. 58%.
Your arm reaches out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. It's right under the palm of your hand.
What is this? Oh my god! I'm finally getting in the fray.
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips.
Why can't? Why
Like
is my
a
camera
rubber
so
spider, your
sideways?
gloved hand crawls on his features. Everything is silent all around.
Crawl up his nostrils? Put your fingers in his mouth, squeeze his nose. Crawl up his nostrils.
They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in.
Push your fingers in his
Only
nose.
the little one fits. The flesh changes shape as you bore in, searching for something in the cartilage.
The fuck is he doing?
The thing you're looking for, it's not there. Crawl out, spider.
Put your fingers in his mouth?
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track.
Play with it. This feels right. Okay.
The tongue moves freely in the cavity. The mucus of the mouth is slippery, fragile, even through the latex. From the soft meat, teeth are budding. Hard pearls of bone in the gums and in the back of the mouth. Can you feel it? You're so close. Rip his jaws open now. Look in.
Open your eyes and look.
A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from his throat. And there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate.
Oh my god, what is
You see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius.
Say fuck yeah. Touch it with your finger gently. Fuck yeah.
Keep going.
He agrees. Fuck yeah.
Kuno nods too. He takes
Kuno,
a
fuck
step
off.
closer.
Touch it with your finger gently.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your finger in.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
The fuck is happening?
Shut up.
Ah, shit, see?
Brainstem.
Yes, that's what this part is called.
Feel around first.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex. This man will never sleep again. Never wake.
Push deeper.
Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system.
It's all just words, but it's so visual and gross. The writing is so good.
2. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres.
There's a cavity. Cut right between the hemispheres.
The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen.
Oh my god, we're finding things. Oh my god, it's happening.
Fucking cavity, see?
Quivering with awe.
Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching to the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to
wriggle in.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger.
What's that? What's on the finger?
Ice cold serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger.
I feel a solid object right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
He searches his pocket for something. Inspect the skull first. Interfacing easy. 9. Fish it out. No, this is too much. Pull your inspect the skull first.
There's a tiny crack. A protrusion in the cranium.
How far is my hand in there, dude?
Your finger must be pointing straight at it.
From the inside, I'm all the way fucking up to my goddamn shoulder in there in his skull. Oh my god.
The object that is in there stops just short of the skull. The encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
Dude, we are fucking in there. Holy shit. This game is some of the best writing I've ever experienced. It's so... It's so... What's the word I'm looking for? Grimy. There's a specific word I'm thinking of in this specific moment. Grimy? It's so visceral. Thank you. It's so visceral. Oh my god. I've never listened to narration like this that gave me like chills like this. Oh god. You have to your elbow minimum. Okay, because we're probably not that far. I'm like, if you have your hand in someone's mouth, in their throat, up behind in their skull, you're like here, but that's crazy. That's okay.
We have the makings
Moving
of
on.
Very small exit wound here.
Lieutenant leans in closer.
Forget about the fucking exit wound, Beano. The pig is wearing him like a fuck puppet.
I thought it was gonna say a fucking puppet. These kids are messed. Fish it out. Imagine you fail that. God.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. It feels sharp, like metal. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
I got it.
My pig's fucking got it?
Shut up, Kuno.
What is it?
Slowly pull your fingers out.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose
Oh my god,
the
what
prize
is it?
between
It sounds
your
like a
fingers.
razor blade, but it's probably just
With a
something sharp.
plop, your hand emerges from the mouth.
Only
The
5
garden
XP
glove is
from
covered
that?
in blood right up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower, a blossom made of lead.
Is it the same flower? My mind immediately went to that MI organization and their logo's a flower.
Fucking beautiful.
A bullet.
Okay. Lieutenant pulls a small bag marked evidence under it. That's wild. We almost just missed that? We almost missed that?
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber.
Rifled.
Some kind of brittle alloy.
Fractured on impact. Can I have it? Keep it, Lieutenant, as a gift. Well, it's evidence.
No, you deserve it. We can log it later.
Lieutenant drops the bag in your hand. It feels light. Why are we
We need
keeping
to
it?
add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar.
Soft palate, back of the mouth. When people miss out on the first playthrough? Yeah, I have 10 minutes. Well, I I made sure I had a bunch of skill points because I was like, next thing that happens, if it's something important, I want to be able to like put points into it. So that's what I was waiting for. In a different place without the input of those kids. Oh, interesting. That probably was how you got, or factored in by how you got the body down then.
High
I'm
velocity,
assuming.
temporary cavity in brain tissue.
To do this in the back, right under the tree
How
by
does
these
that
kids
sound?
feels so bad. High velocity, temporary cavity in brain tissue, small exit when in the occipital. Sounds like heaven. Say nothing, just nod.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Goddamn right. Agreed. I'm still not sure. Look at your hand quizzically. Still not sure.
We have extensive tissue destruction away from the one track. We have a bullet.
Okay, agreed.
And one last thing.
Click,
we
click.
can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Treatment?
Treatment, officer, is an attempt to manipulate the body after death, to hide the real cause with a false cause.
Okay.
This injury here.
The ligament mark, the fractured hyoid bone, it was all treatment.
Yes, and the belt around his neck, the hanging, even dragging him to the yard. All
Dead
of it was done after
dabba-doop
this man
doop.
was already dead.
You think so? Agreed.
I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him, I thought.
Yeah.
There was no satisfying explanation.
Real detective shit.
There have been other signs too. Small things.
Find the bullet before you
We
get
were right not
fooled.
to assign hanging as cause of death, as the perpetrators expected we would. No such luck for them.
We didn't fall for
Plus,
it.
it's so public to dig
There's
around at
pride
someone's
in there.
fucking brain, dude. Who would do this? Why would anyone do this? I think I need to wash myself. Maybe the bullet holds more answers. Hand is down.
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
Who would do this? Why would anyone do this?
To hide something. The real killer? The real motivation? What really happened here?
Who would do this?
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
I think I need to wash myself.
Oh, you really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
What happens next?
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema.
Make use of it in the
I can
evening?
transport him to processing myself.
It's
but I will
10:30
be
in the
gone for
morning.
The rest of the day.
You'll be gone. What should I do in the meanwhile?
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
Oh my god. Thanks, Kim.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning.
Thank you, tutorial agent.
You can do side tasks, and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
Okay. Try to remove the dead man's boots again? God, the option never goes away. I don't know why I'd want him to stay around. Wash off the death smell, send victim's body to processing. Ooh, I like how all the tasks are dated too. That's nice. Close the water lock on Wednesday. Get a reality lowdown. Get hold of the sad song on tape. Find money for rent and pay Gart. The smoker on the balcony. We could do that tonight, getting the hang. I'm beginning to understand. I'm beginning to understand why you love this game so much. I really am. Getting the hangman's boots. In order to succeed, body has to be down, autopsy to be finished, and Kim has to be absent. He wouldn't approve. Devilishly tricky. Don't beat yourself if you manage to send the body to the process without getting a hold of the boots. I don't think I'd be able to get Kim to leave me alone. Find booze and drink it. Pissing competition. I think I'm good for him to go and take the body. I don't need the boots. I'm sure there's something fun that happens if you do get the boots, but hey. Try to get the boots?
I thought we decided.
Ah, okay.
This is turning into some sort of mega puzzle.
Let's bag him.
All right.
Takes out the shiny black body bag, starts pulling the plastic over the dead man's
There
face.
go those beautiful enamel boots.
May they rest
May
in
they
processing.
Rest in processing.
Basically just started the mystery. You know, and I picked up on that. Validation from Kim hates me like an unhealthy place. That's how I felt. When you finally see the end of days, I'll be there to bury you.
Well, in another lifetime.
You fucking
I
tell
will need a
him.
little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
Okay. Drag to the motor carriage. Plus the alluding that you can... like explore more map is incredible. Even, you know, like when Lena's saying if you make it to the other side of the, you know, whatever, to the other, I don't know, cities, continents, not continents, towns, whatever you call it. So I'm assuming there's a lot to be done. And even in the description of the game, it says solving mysteries, multiple. So I'm thinking that there's a lot to be done, and that I've only just gotten started, you know. So yeah. I don't want to spoil anything. I was gonna say we should raid somebody that's also playing this game, but the waterlock. Yeah, the waterlock said Wednesday though. Oops. Maps, tasks. I guess probably click T for that. Y-U-I-O-P. Oh, P is tasks. Okay. Game is so spoil heavy, I figured. I don't want to know anything about this game. So... yeah. Okay, well, I should... solid state save? Even though I'm pretty sure it just quick saved. And, main menu. Main menu. Oh my god, dumb. What's up, Raiders? Yo, you guys can join us on a raid train because we're about to raid ourselves. How was your stream? How's Rivals? What's up, Yellow Jello? How you doing? We're about to raid because there's 2 episodes of Critical Role's animated show, The Mighty Nine, that one came out tonight, one came out last week, and we have yet to watch both of them. So if you want to watch, there are 2 episodes are 45 minutes. We'll be in the Discord. If anybody wants to join in, all are welcome. Probably gonna start in like 5-10 minutes. Probably gonna go make some food first, but we're gonna raid we're gonna raid Sachi as per usual because I don't feel like looking for anyone else to raid right now, and we love Sachiko. I need a different song. Sure, let's do this song. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Fun stream. We got the body down. We got it fucking moving. We made progress today. That was fun. That was definitely fun. Thanks for hanging out, though. Next stream is going to be Friday morning. No stream today on Thursday, but stream I will see you on Friday morning. Also, I leave for Edmonton next week on the 23rd, which is the Tuesday, until the Saturday. So next week I'll see you guys on Monday, but then after that I'll be out. And Monday's stream is also going to be like earlier. I'd like to make it during the day kind of thing, but yeah, I'll see you guys then. Those are the links. If you guys don't follow and you've been hanging out and you like it here, you should follow because it's totally free. And there's all the other links if you want them. Discord included if you want to come watch the show. Sachi's playing Outer Wilds or Outer Worlds. Sorry. Throw in a BMA swim. That's the raid message. This is the raid message if you're subbed. And if you are not subbed, say Sachi fan club. Okay. Bye. See you Friday.